dread, like, don't want to be here, you know? Like, I don't want to be in this guy's house just making this record and he's just being a bitch every turn.
In his basement.
Yeah.
So you guys did a seven song album for Time Slips Away.
Yeah. So each album
in like a pro studio. So what was that, like $6,000 or $7,000 for the whole thing?
No, dude, it was two for the recording and initial mixing. I'm talking like bare bones mixing. And then he was going to charge us an additional $250 per song for mastering. So we did the recording and the initial mixing with him, and then we got it mastered with somebody else for like $100 a song. Yeah. So out of pocket, it was
how long did it
27.
take you guys to lay the tracks down?
We did it all in a weekend.
That explains the price then. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, $2,000.
And also,
studios.
we're friends with the guys from Blue October too. So he gave us like a pretty sweet deal. And the producer is the same guy that did our first album for us. And he did like the two other guys in the band, they had a band before us and he recorded their album too. So we kind of like had friend discount prices on everything that we did, even though like $250 a song for mastering is still pretty damn high.
For Vinyl Pilot?
Yeah, he did Vinyl Pilot stuff.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Fun facts.
Dude, that's super tight.
Yeah, man. It was a lot of fun.
It is super tight.
That's why making those connections is like so invaluable, right? Like meeting, like, I mean, just like, not just like the normal, like, hey, I kiss your ass, da 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 da, but like meeting like actual genuine people who understand and like respect your love of like your, whatever it is that you're doing. And then I don't know.
Well,
that's awesome.
That's actually how they
got the
entire.
You guys got our premium, our premium advertisement package for fucking free.
Oh, sweet.
I already went live a little bit ago. You guys been talking about the band.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we are live. What is that?
Jeremy's infamous cold openings.
This wasn't a very funny cold open.
This is like a hot opening.
Cold opening reminds me of my ex-wife.
That was a dark time in my life, Jeremy.
I thought you were putting a shirt on.
All your secrets are now out on the internet.
Well, we do have a podcast.
The Not Important Gaming Podcast with Jeremy, Reed, and Matt. And today we've got a special guest. Who are you guys? Why are you on our show? What's going on with you guys?
I don't know. We just kind of stumbled in.
I just found it.
Just came through the door.
We just walked through the door.
I do want to. I've been meaning to ask for a while. Like, how did you guys even find our podcast or anything like that?
I was on Twitch and I was just looking through. I think it was like a Saturday night, and I was looking through the. What is it? Talk shows and podcasts category, right? And I saw you guys. What drew me to you was the name NIG Podcast, and I was like, "What is this about?" So I hop on. I see three white guys, and I'm like, "Well, this is gonna be even better than I was hoping it was gonna be." And and then it was just about gaming. I was like, "These guys are cool. And I like their banter."
That
and
was
shit.
not long after we had the racist on, wasn't it?
Yes, I was like, "Yes, need more. I need more. I need my fix." Yeah. But that's how we found you, basically, just from Twitch. The recommended section of Twitch actually worked this time.
Yeah. So, we're IDIOTSYNCRATIC Podcast. We're an entertainment podcast. We talk about random shit, just stuff that we're interested in, and we're both into a lot of shit. So, we talk about a lot of different shit.
So, we have a small fan base. We can't really narrow what we talk about.
We have no niche.
It's a shame, too, because you guys are really fun to listen to. I'll throw you on at work. and
Thanks, pal.
Thanks, buddy.
My only beef is that I fucking have to, like, as soon as I'm done with the podcast, I have to go to work my other job, and I don't get off of that job until like 2 a.m. And so it is. I want to listen to you guys live, but I have to catch the VODs because it's like,
no worries,
podcast so fucking early in the morning.
We do.
How do you drink that early? And still maintain?
Oh my god, yeah, they drink so
fucking
much.
The rule is, if you're awake, you can drink.
Yeah,
that's a good rule, actually.
If you're asleep, you should not drink.
Yeah.
That's why I got the coffee to keep me going, so I can continue to drink.
I should have made us some. Now I think about it.
All right.
I'm still working on this. My monster right here.
Do we need to do our green screen today, Jeremy?
No, I'm not messing with it.
Okay.
Jeremy, I can't see your face.
If you want to activate your own green screen, you're more than welcome to.
No, that's okay. It'll probably crash Discord.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
I want to activate my green screen.
Last time I was like, I'm so impressed with y'all's damn green screen skills. And he's like, oh, dude, it's just a super simple setting in Internet Explorer. And I'm like, wait, what?
They don't need to know.
Yeah, but
that was word for word.
If you want to set up a green screen, let me know. I'll walk you through. It's a really easy process.
It just sounds cool.
He's just a sweet guy. You hear that?
Yeah,
he's a sweet guy.
Hey, tell me to activate my green screen.
Yeah.
Flapjack does say what's up, y'all. I want to give it.
Flapjack, my
what's
boy.
up, buddy?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Flapjack because he's not letting us upload his. He's letting us upload his funny moments clips onto our channel, and I really appreciate that.
They're so good too.
Yeah,
have you guys you've seen those?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I asked him on our last because he pops up on our streams too, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, you think you could do one for us too?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure thing." And I'm like, "That's a good guy right there."
Dude, Flapjack, A1 fucking top tier son of a bitch.
It's really
Love that guy.
it's really good.
Sauce.
Steak sauce. Yeah, it's really good.
But hey, we got topics. The big ones. I think the big. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the only really huge story this week is Warcraft 3 drama. Oh no, there's two things: the Warcraft 3 drama that's continuing to go on, and the fact that Dan Houser is leaving Rockstar.
Whoa.
Yeah, so those are two big ones.
You know what I say? Good riddance.
Yeah, maybe now their employees can see their families.
We'll get there.
We'll start off with some of our smaller stuff, though. We'll start off with this one here: Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. The Kickstarter campaign is now live. It actually went live earlier this week, I believe, on Monday.
My question is this their tabletop or is this their game? Their Kingmaker game, which I haven't played, although I know Matt has.
Yes, at the top there you can see it says a new isometric single-player RPG set in the Pathfinder universe, an indirect sequel to Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Let's just hope they find their path. Am I right?
Can we maybe throw some Kingmaker?
Nothing. Okay.
Kingmaker is probably one out of all the games I've played my entire life. It's in my top 5 favorite of all time.
Really,
it's one of the best games I've ever played. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a sleeper hit for you then.
Yeah. So I don't know how many hours I have in that game, but it's a lot.
We've been playing a lot of Divinity recently. How does it compare to that to you, Matt?
Similar. Very similar.
Similar? Yeah.
Very similar. Better story. Much better story.
Have you guys kind of played any of those like D&D inspired turn-based RPGs at all? Like Divinity, Baldur's Gate?
Oh shit, what am I thinking of? I played a little bit of Bravely Default. Is that kind of one of them or no?
Oh, kind of
ish.
Yeah,
kind of.
It's got like tactics movement, doesn't it? In Bravely Default.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of, like Final Fantasy, like Tactics Advanced and shit
Fantasy
like that.
Tactics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bravely Default. Yeah, it's so the combat is similar, but the I think the overworld is different because instead of being more instead of there being like an in-world tactical fight and then like the outer world where you kind of do your shit, it's all happening in the same sort of space. So it's like
no random
you walk
encounters.
into some dude's shop and then you start up some shit. You then are like, you use the shit around you. At least in Divinity, I don't know about the Pathfinder game, but in Divinity, you'll use the shit around you to your advantage or can be used against you. So it's like, oh, there's a water barrel there, blow that shit up, electrify that shit, and the dude's fucking get on like death road.
Is that what you're playing on the stream right now, Jeremy?
That's very cool.
I'm playing the it's the Kickstarter video for this Pathfinder game.
It's kind of like Halo Wars a little bit.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Wrath of the Righteous.
And if you guys don't know, Pathfinder is sort of like a it's like sort of the
more complicated
alternative to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
So D&D 3.0 came out, and then
3.5
said, and then that was kind of like right before Wizards of the Coast really took over it, and D&D was kind of in a big lull. Pathfinder stepped in and basically said, we're going to take this and we're going to make it better because it's really not being supported in the way that it should. And there was
a weird like legal situation, right? Because and
then there's like the fight over Gygax's estate and shit like that. So and so Pathfinder basically said, we're gonna do D&D like it should, and they took it and they took their viewpoint of it. They made it more nuanced and more technical.
I've personally never played it, but I've heard like two different things. I've heard like one, that there's too much mechanics and it's not user friendly, and two, the people who actually fuck with like mechanics and stuff, basically people who all dungeon master, say that it's awesome having like all that extra stuff to memorize.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yep, there's a lot of stuff, and there's a big like hump to get over right at the beginning. But once you're,
it was that bad,
and there's all kinds of cool. Well, you had the advantage of having 3 people who've been playing it for like the better half of a decade together now. It's been a while since we played together.
Oh, we're talking about Pathfinder, like the role playing tabletop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of looks like League of Legends a little bit.
Video game.
Speaking of the video game, though, I did want to mention before
what's the starter goal, or what are they at now for this?
That's what I was about to say. They're looking for $300,000. They've made $777,000 so far.
Damn.
Yeah, if you guys want to have some fun,
pick
up the original game.
Yeah. Is it like remastered for like PS4 or anything?
Fun. If it's as good as Divinity, which is my fucking crack right now,
I think it's better.
Then I will enjoy it.
The storytelling and writing in the Pathfinder game is 100 times better than Divinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Do you guys fuck with D&D at all?
Yes, I do.
Big time.
Big time? Do you play 5e or?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I don't have like enough friends that are good enough at it, or
dedicated enough.
So I basically always have to.
I mean, D&D is whatever you make it, right? So anybody that says that you're doing it wrong, they have no fucking clue.
I'm just gonna say, like, every time I DM a party, I just get really angry at him at my party. So
yeah, he's our Jeremy.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Dude, DMing is a thankless fucking job. You have to put in so much work, and then they just throw it out the window, and they have no fucking idea of all the shit. How many times they would have died, but you fudge the roll to save them from killing themselves?
Yeah.
You don't want to kill this guy because he might have information. Let's kill him! Okay, hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Okay, I brought this up on our podcast one time. We were going through a campaign, and I actually had an incident where there was no other information to go off except for this one person, and it basically came down to that. They're like, all right, well, I'm just going to kill him. And I was like, okay, but like I had to like.
How about you don't though?
Well, what if you didn't? Did you think about that?
I was like, okay, like out of world right now. What would you do after that? Did you stop and think about that?
Well, no.
After you kill this guy, now what are you gonna do? You're gonna go back to the tavern? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, have a couple ales.
You know, Reed was torturing a guy in our game.
No, get the fuck out of here.
He was torturing a guy in our game.
Not too long ago.
Why did you torture him, Reed?
He just wanted to hurt him.
Flapjack123 says, can you play D&D online? Yes, you can, actually. There are a lot of great resources to do that. I mean,
we do it. I moved out of state. And so, like, Jeremy and Matt and Tyler, who's not on the podcast, are my old D&D buddies. We played in person, but now that I'm out of state, we play online.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Keeping the flame
I think the
going.
most popular source, if you're looking to find a group to play online, now your mileage will vary in terms of like quality of D&D partners, but you can check out roll20.net. That's a very good place to find it. There's also a looking for group subreddit. I think it's RLFG.
Yeah. If you want my personal advice, though, you're better off finding actual friends online. Like, find people that you either play with regularly in other games or something like that, and then playing D&D with them. Because
it's more fun.
Like, half of D&D is finding the right group to play with. Because, man, it could be rough.
Yeah, so for me, like, I'm
especially
just
if you have
basically
real world friends, that's the way to go.
I just always like when I meet people, kind of like lowball a reference to see if like they catch on to it, you know. And then I'm like, oh, this guy plays, yes, you know.
You like fucking drop your water or whatever, and be like, oh, I crit failed that, and they'll be like, oh.
Oh man, I feel like Wedge Antilles right now.
Yeah. Or like, I guess a more direct approach is like find your local game store and then go on the night when they have like free play, and then just
because then you'll be amongst like experienced people.
But they're also such
GMs,
assholes,
like
though. Aren't they? Like, they're such like there's
a lot
like
of them are, yeah.
that barrier to entry. Like they felt it their whole lives. So then whenever you walk in, you're like, I want to play some D&D right now, and they're just like, what's this new guy doing in here? Let's give him a wedgie.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Those guys are fucking assholes.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're like, his mini's not even painted.
Flapjack123 says D&D doesn't really exist in my country. That sucks.
Where you from, bro?
Because the real life version of it started there.
Okay, so he's from Europe.
Yeah, he's from.
Nice.
He's from Middle Earth.
Yeah.
That one took me a second to get.
Flapjack, how many broadswords do you own?
Yeah,
that's a very good question.
Wizard hats,
dude.
Magic health potions.
Obviously, one for each limb.
Yeah.
Our next
for each member of the family.
Small piece of information.
Obviously, two. One for monsters and one for people.
Our next small one here is just a little fun thing. Evidently, the Christmas decorations are still up in Anthem. We got this tweet here from Twitter user Apacheros3. Decided to dip back into Anthem. The fact that all the Christmas decorations are still up made it feel even sadder. You can see here. Yep, we are now in February. I actually just had to take down the Christmas decorations.
Ours are still up.
Yeah, my household is that kind of household.
We're Mexican. We wait like all the way up until June.
That's very Latino of them.
You just keep them up and they adapt, right? So your Christmas decorations can become your Valentine's decorations.
Yeah.
And they can become your 4th of July decorations.
It's forest themed. It's forest themed. It's not Christmas. It's outside themed.
Where's the Easter Bunny going to hide the eggs? Under the tree, obviously.
Obviously. What about the lights?
Activate Forge.
Oh, man.
That's such a pretty scene, though. Hey, is Anthem?
I still got my lights up.
Is Anthem actually fun, guys? Did you guys actually play it?
No, it's not. I couldn't even get through a long time.
Why'd you laugh at me?
Review of it.
It's fun, like watching a train wreck on NASCAR.
Oh man, it looks so good though. I'm not gonna lie, I got sold by the EA promise. Like I know,
Me too.
I know. By this point,
Dude, I'm right there with you.
By this point, you realize like they're just out to hurt me. Like I shouldn't get in a relationship with this EA company, right? Like they are here to hurt me and to sell my kid on microtransactions.
You
but
like
then
loot boxes.
But then I was watching that trailer and I'm like, well, maybe this is the one that breaks the EA curse. I didn't go pick it up, but
maybe.
Dude, it's like an abusive husband, right?
I always come back.
He said he's gonna change. He said they're gonna. He said he'll
Why does it have
stop.
to be an abusive husband?
He
Why can't it be
apologized.
an abusive wife?
Because those don't exist, dude. Obviously.
That's very progressive of you.
Why can't it be gender neutral, Reed?
The abusive.
Yeah, Reed, we're equal opportunity haters here. Okay.
The
my abusive partner.
Abusive Zay, Zim, Zer. I think
Needs
it's
to be two gender neutral people abusing each other.
Forever.
Mutually.
Just two earthworms just swapping back and forth.
I think that's on X Hamster.
God damn, that's
it's mutual
horrible.
abuse,
that is
does it
absolutely
count?
a description of my fucking childhood.
Two earthworms swapping back and forth. Y'all had a fucked up childhood. Jesus Christ. Anyway, no, fucking Anthem. I feel
looks so cool, though.
I debated Jeremy into buying that game.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Okay, if Reed ever hypes the game to you, he doesn't really know how good
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. We knew it was bad, and I still made Jeremy buy it anyway.
We were gonna do a review of it, and I was like, I'm gonna buy it. You have to buy it too, Reed. And
He's like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, sure. Next paycheck, I promise.
And I bought it, and I started playing it for a bit. I was like, all right, Reed, I'm ready to go. Are you ready to play it? And Reed goes,
Because we did it for me with Fallout 76, right? I was like, I made him buy it.
Did you buy it full price? Did you buy it full
I bought
price?
it full price.
You're a dick, Reed. You're a dick, dude.
Price? You talked Jeremy into buying
What
an
a
EA
dick.
game full price.
Did you get the EA pass or whatever it is?
Let's be honest, I'm a bad friend.
That's
I'm
okay.
not a good friend.
That's okay.
I remember that conversation too.
I'm the abusive husband.
Because I go to him like, all right, Reed. I've been asking him like over the course of a week, or like when he's gonna get it. And finally, there's one day we're both in the Discord channel. We're both talking like, all right, Reed, are you gonna get this game or not? And Reed goes, I'm actually a little tight for money right now.
Oh, can I game
It's
share
gonna
with
be
you?
a while before I can get this. I'm like, you're not gonna get it.
Should have just game
You
shared.
better go sell some shit.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a nice chair you're sitting on. Fetch a pretty penny.
Oh,
I really tried to record it so I could do a review myself, and I could not will myself to play it for longer than 30 minutes at a time.
Was it that bad? The mechanics look so
I'll
slick,
buy it
though.
now, Jeremy. I'll buy it now. We could do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
What is that, like
After the
8 months
game
later?
is fucking dead.
Oh, it's on sale.
Yeah, but don't you want to see the Christmas lights?
That's a good point.
I saw them here. We saw them on
Don't you
Twitter.
wanna
I
feel
hear
the
they're still up.
Christmas cheer?
I'll
Who was
throw
it
them
that came
back
on
up
for
screen.
Deadpool
We
2?
can look at them again.
Marty.
Okay, yeah. We had this dude come on, and before he was like, hey, I want to talk about Deadpool 2. So me and Justin went and watched it. I mean, we probably watched it anyways, but then we get there the next day, and he's like, oh, I didn't watch it, by the way.
That's this scenario. That's this exact scenario.
This was your idea!
Yeah. Let's play Anthem. Okay, cool. I bought it. Where you at? Oh, don't have any money for it. So you think we could forget I ever told you to buy it?
Yeah. You think they'll take it back?
Yeah. Just game share, dude. Steal games. That's what I say.
Did you keep the
Next
receipt?
story. This is from the Activision blog. Together, the Call of Duty community raises over $1.6 million for Australian bushfire relief.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too far into it. Long and short is they had that Outback relief pack, which gave like some cosmetics in game, I think.
You know they had to like take like a cut of that though, right?
Oh,
I mean, it is Activision. I mean, they're no EA, but they're still Activision.
At the very least, they were definitely paying their employees or the employees who designed the stuff. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. But
Stock bonuses.
The fact that they are donating, I mean, it's Activision, so I know the real reason they were doing it was PR. They don't give two shits about Australia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But still, I don't give a shit. Australia got $1.6 million to help with their country being on fire.
That's a good way to look at it. Like,
Like,
did they do
the
it for the
whole
right
country.
reasons?
Yeah. And didn't Jeff Bezos give like 40 grand?
Maybe not, but they still did it. So
Right?
40 grand.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is
Well,
like,
that's all
hey,
he can afford after getting hacked.
here's $18. Hopefully this helps.
yeah.
How did that fire start anyway? Like a kangaroo with its tail on fire ran all the way across the
They
world.
figured it out, dude.
There were like 10 different fires that all started from like random shit.
10
all
different
at the same
kangaroos.
time.
No, it was a kangaroo. Yeah.
It's 10 different kangaroos. That's what it
One
was.
kangaroo ran through a
It's one
campfire,
kangaroo,
got
he
its
just
tail
gets
lit on
around,
fire.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the koalas. You know how they're like
It was one koala.
bursting at the seams with syphilis? Well, apparently like those syphilis bubbles caught on fire too when they burst.
Dude, that was, yeah.
It was like, it
You
feels
thought
like my dick's
yeah,
on fire.
Your watch was burning. Wait till you see that bush.
Did I send you guys the meme of like it's like a picture of like a park. It's covered in like white. It looks like frost.
That's ash.
And it was accompanied with the tag. Like, no, that's not snow. It's spider season.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
And somebody
dude.
else responds to it. Just burn the whole country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry.
Hey, at least spiders are non-existent anymore. So can we really call this a bad scenario?
It's finally safe to visit Australia.
Finally.
Dude, I want to agree.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Flapjack
Like
says it was
Australia has a
probably
bunch
drunk Aussie
of
that lit the fires.
Australia has a bunch of
You
badass
mean
places, but like
an
95.
Aussie?
A single drunk Aussie.
No, an Aussie.
An Aussie?
Yeah.
Is that like a Nazi from Australia?
No, it's an
No.
Aussie.
You know,
A
Aussie-
drunk Aussie and an Aussie are the same thing.
I thought you were
Oh,
saying
I get it.
Anasi. I thought you were going back to D&D again. The Anasi.
I thought it was like a water brand.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Freaking
an Aussie.
Aussie.
Dude, that sounds like
Anasi.
a great band name.
There you go.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, what's
Anasi.
up?
I think-
an Aussie?
I think Syphilis Bubbles is another good band name.
For
right?
like post hard metal.
Yeah, it's like garage band shit. Like, yeah,
good.
with syphilis bubbles.
I
We're
played
gonna burn it up.
It's us.
You know, it's syphilis is funny to joke about until you get it, guys. Okay.
I've heard that. That's not the
Matt,
first
do you
time I've
have-
heard
Do you
that.
have something you want to share with the class?
just detox. You'll be fine after that.
Hopefully it's not syphilis. Don't show syphilis in the
Yeah.
class.
with the class.
We got the clap. You
hope
got
so.
the
Listen
clap.
to
Capcom removes Denuvo from Devil May Cry 5 in the latest update.
Dude, this is. Do you guys know what de novo is?
What is that?
Tell it and
Like a
educate us.
Lenovo.
Okay, no. No one say anything. No one say anything.
Okay.
What do you think de novo? Just, I'm
Okay.
upset.
Hey,
What do you
I'm
think?
Okay.
curious.
I'm not gonna look at it.
Wait, can I do it?
Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead,
do
buddy.
this?
Go ahead.
Can
You
I
got
do
this. You got this.
Okay, guys. Everybody shut the fuck up. This is my humble opinion of what de nouveau is.
All right.
Okay, so I think it's this like super hot demon chick who like comes in and just wrecks shit.
Okay.
But later, if you do the right shit, then you get to bone her.
Oh, like at the Golden Saucer.
Yeah.
You know,
Pretty
that's
nice.
not an awful description of
I
what
wish it
Denuvo
was.
is.
Okay.
Although de novo does regularly get fucked. So,
That doesn't sound like a terrible description of what
All right.
Denuvo is.
what is your guess? for what de
Oh,
novo
that's her?
is?
My guess was going to be some form of currency, like some sort of in-game gambling, like
Yeah.
some sort of loot box that you could
Like
base-
you owe me 27 de nouveau.
Yeah, it sounds like
But
money,
it's
right?
equally painful as de novo, as fucking microtransaction.
Okay.
Would you
That's
say
way
it?
off base.
Would you say it burns like syphilis?
Denuvo is a an anti not an anti cheat system.
an
An
anti-pirating.
anti piracy system. Yes.
Okay.
It's like copyright protection.
is
is
this?
basically what it is. So,
Yeah, and it's
Oh.
really terrible. And all it does, it's easy. It's super easy to crack.
So it's like what is it? Doesn't doesn't EA or like Origin, right? Like there's like you can't play online unless you've bought this game new as opposed to pre-owned.
It's some software that runs in the background while you're playing the game that basically regularly checks to make sure that your game is a legal copy.
I hate that shit.
The thing is, it's such a fucking joke. I don't fuck with that at all. Because it's a regular event now for hackers. When a game comes out that has de novo, they all race to be the first one to crack it.
And usually it's done within a day.
So literally the same day a game comes out, de novo sometimes gets cracked. And it's always within the first couple of days. So it's absolutely worthless. It's put on a game and all it does is just tax your system. So it's like you play the game and it should be running a lot more smoothly, but it's getting fucked by de novo in the background because it's killing your memory.
Antivirus
this whole time he's been talking, I've just been thinking about how he could be talking about a she-demon.
I wish it was a she-demon. You know?
It sounds like a she-demon, but a digital she-demon that just taxes your system and is completely worthless. Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps coming back.
I don't know.
Goes away in a day.
Yeah.
What's a she-demon?
It's a de novo. It's a demon, but a female one.
It's a de novo.
It's a de novo.
It's one of those de novos, dude.
I really don't know what it is.
I'm such a pleb though. Like I'm having such a hard time following all this shit. But
just educate yourself, you idiot.
I know. I'm trying. That's what I'm doing right now. So
it goes. Yeah.
I hope it's okay with your fan base that I'm asking such dumbass questions.
It's for new.
No, that's totally fine.
Is this similar to how annoying it is that like half the titles I own on my PS4 I can't play unless I'm connected because it can't verify the licenses?
Right? Yeah. You know what I mean?
That drives me fucking nuts. I bought this game with monies, and it wants me to connect to the internet anytime I want to play it because it doesn't know if I bought it or not.
Let me play the goddamn game.
And you don't even want to fucking play multiplayer or some shit. You just want to fucking sit out with your fucking pants off, dick in your hand, and just play
dick in my hand.
That's right, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one of those handicap controllers, whatever you call them.
I play one-handed all the time.
You know what I mean?
The Xbox adaptive controller.
There you go. Yeah, it's got that weird wheel on it. Yeah, it works.
We're talking about the Nintendo Power Glove?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Do we want to get to one of our bigger topips?
Not really.
Sure. Is the next thing the bigger topic?
Let's talk about an agenda.
Oh no, I'm skipping.
You're gonna skip the thing that I actually care about and just care about
well,
your
I was gonna pick that up later. Do you want to do that now? We'll do that now.
Okay. So this is my own little personal thing.
Oh my god, I forgot my Hitler mustache.
Damn it!
I'll wait.
Do you have a Hitler mustache?
No, I just wait to start talking when Reed starts talking.
Oh, okay.
Is it bad? Speaking of Hitler mustaches, is it bad that like for the short period of time that I had a mustache, like the day that I decided to shave it, before I shaved the whole thing off, I shaved it into a Hitler mustache?
No, that's not bad. That means you're a curious human being, and you're just like every other man out there who has ever done that, which is every man in the world. That's 3.5 billion men in the world that have done that.
You probably look like Hercule Poirot.
Jack 123 says I did the same.
Like, see what I'm saying, dude? Everybody has done that.
I feel way better about this because I was like, I shaved it into like the Hitler mustache. I looked at myself, I laughed, and then I immediately felt like a deep pit of shame.
Nah, dude. It was the Charlie Chaplin before it was the Hitler. Hey, so like I'm half Mexican, half white. I wish I had more of like the Mexican like facial hair because like the middle right here underneath my nose and in between my lip, it doesn't connect. So I can't really do the Hitler. It's more like two little baby stashes on each side of my little lip part right here. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, I wish I could participate in this huge worldwide event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't, dude. And Alex doesn't grow facial hair, period. So he can't do it either. Yeah.
Well, speaking from the other side, it's pretty fucking nice to have a luxurious mustache.
I know, it looks good
I'm so
too.
Jealous. I can't grow facial hair.
It looks damn good too.
To save my fucking life.
It looks damn good.
Do you want to trade genetics?
Like British Imperial mustache.
Matt looks like he has a bunch of.
belong in like a rugby league.
He looks like he has a bunch of eyebrows.
When you have facial hair and you have oral sex, like you keep that smell with you forever.
Dude, that's cushion, man. That's cushion and aftertaste. That's like saving some for later.
You telling me you don't like Long John Silver's?
Dangerously close to getting TOS.
Oh, sorry.
TOS.
Sorry.
Yeah, fuck TOS.
Let's be honest. Nobody watches our fucking no Twitch moderators are fucking in here.
Yeah. Hey, let us know if we start getting too far. It's hard for us to tell sometimes.
Wait, did somebody just drop an in-bomb?
That brings in the viewership, right? That's good publicity.
That's what we've been hoping for.
Did I miss an in-bomb?
Yeah, you did. You missed an in-bomb. It was fantastic.
Jack says Reed looks like every Star Wars Imperial officer.
You may fire when ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Reed, what's this story?
All right. So I don't know if you guys follow the speedrunning community at all. I love speedrunning because it's just super fucking fun. And nobody kind of, despite, long story short, the biggest day in speedrunning history happened just like a couple days ago, where like multiple records were broken and a whole bunch of shit on like some of the biggest games. There's a little bit of a story that kind of goes into this. Jeremy, I put it in a video that you can kind of maybe throw in the background.
Super Mario 64, right? Is that what that is?
Yeah, so it was like 10 games broke world records, like all in one day, including the two most sped run games, which is Super Mario 64 and
Sweden.
Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The big one being Super Mario 64 100 star, which is basically the study, because it's such a long speedrun, it takes like an hour and 30 minutes to like do the speedrun itself. There's a lot of improvements that people try to do, but inevitably in that long ass period of time, people are going to fuck up. So people have been this close to breaking the record, but have been like fucked up. There's a famous clip from like a couple months back of a guy who was like seconds away from breaking the record. But somebody sent him like a Twitch chat that was like la 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 la, and it just goes on for like 10 minutes, and it fucked with the streamer so much that he made one small mistake. He missed it.
That is perfect.
I would actually fucking kill someone over that.
Exactly. Right?
But you gotta admire the freaking troll that would do that, right? Like all he did was type.
Let's God to your troll.
All he did was type two letters in consecutively.
Right here is somebody put up a $4,000 bounty for somebody to break the 1 hour 38-minute barrier in Super Mario 64. But when nobody did that last year, and the guy who sponsored it pulled out. So this YouTuber who has this video up here called Easy Escape, he put up $1,000 of his own cash to basically say, hey, even though that guy bailed out on you, because he's like a big in the speedrunning community, he put up his own money, and then other people saw that, and one guy put up $4,000, another guy put up $5,000.
Yep.
Dude, I love shit like that.
And
hell yeah.
they kind of like dispersed it out a little bit. And then the European speedrunning assembly basically said, hey, we're going to take this big contest and we're going to make an actual event out of it. They flew 7 of the world's top speedrunners who would come in and compete. And for 14 hours every single day would try to break this record. And not only that, they put their own money on top of it. So it was like not only the $15,000, the $10,000 that they initially put up, they put up like $2,500 for the top speed run that day, and then like 1.2 for the second. And then if somebody broke the record, they would get $5,000, and nobody expected them to do that.
That's cool, man.
During this event, live in front of a fucking Twitch audience, it went back to like one of the biggest runners. Oh god, I don't have his name here in the notes. But while this was happening on February 2nd, a new glitch was kind of discovered in the days leading up to this, where basically they were able to cut the time by like a third in Ocarina of Time.
What?
And yeah. And so people were like, there's like a race to like set the new record. So Ocarina of Time got beat. Celeste.
Listen.
So those are the two biggest games.
Linda,
Celeste was also beat. GoldenEye has a community day where they every single year they all upload their times at the same day to beat each other.
Yeah, dude, but fuck the space level, am I right?
Yeah, there were like a shit ton of times that were updated for that. And the list keeps going on and on.
It's also not Ocarina of Time.
Oh my god, Final Fantasy 7 too.
What?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 too. Like, I mean, just like so many just different times.
Okay.
Set.
Hey, humor me for just 1 sec. Oh my god, Titus Eureka Final Fantasy. Okay, so
yeah,
humor
but they
me.
didn't get Knights of the Round though.
I know. Okay, hold on. So just humor me. The game I am always the most excited for is Final Fantasy 7. Please just humor me for a second. How quickly did they finish Final Fantasy 7?
I can look it up here.
Okay.
I have a question.
I got a question for you.
Excuse me, I have a question for you.
Yo.
Are they so a lot of the what would you call them? Like the re-releases?
Oh, like remasters?
Have like built-in cheats like the X3 or whatever and stuff. Are these endowed? Are these records being broke with like using those?
Well, that's a cool thing about the speedrunning community is they take a lot of shit like that into account, right? So it's like they could say like a lot of times they'll run on the old software because like new games will patch out bugs and things that are used in the speedruns to like, or not bugs, but they'll like different things to help
exploits
accelerate a speedrun. And so like a perfect example is the Super Mario on the Switch, or Super Mario Odyssey. They play on like the day one patch of the Japanese version to try to get the best speed possible because a lot of the exploits are not available on the later patches and stuff like that. So
to answer
and there's like a big vote whenever there's a big decision. They'll have like all the top people and they all vote whether or not they allow shit or don't allow shit. It's like a big deal.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, to answer your question from before, for Final Fantasy VII, the current world record for Final Fantasy VII, any % no slots, is held by a player named Zeal, Zheal, has a time of 7 hours, 11 minutes, and 30 seconds, played on the PS2. And that's
any % is 6 hours, 59 minutes.
Yes.
Dude.
You guys want to know how much like it takes me?
How much units of measurement of time? Is that what you're saying?
Just for fun.
How much units of measurement of time it took Alex?
You guys want to hear my Ocarina of Time and also my Final Fantasy VII speedrun times?
Yeah.
Okay, so Final Fantasy VII was 56 hours.
You're almost there.
You forget your wheelchair at the track?
No, so like when it comes to speedruns, can I just say that can I just say my 2 cents? Even though it's probably stupid, you guys are probably gonna just laugh at me.
No, why would they?
But no, so I've always thought that speedruns were cool and I like watching them, but I've never tried them out myself.
Look how fast they are.
I have this like inherent need to like do all the side quests and like 100% completion. Like,
zigzag, dude. You got to zigzag on the map.
You know what I mean? So I take long as fuck on all these games. Like I don't think I would ever like want to do a speedrun. I enjoy that. I think it's a cool thing to do, and I respect the fuck out of the people that do it. But me personally, I don't even want to do that. I want to get like the best of everything.
You want to absorb it, right? Like you want to like sit there and absorb the story.
Speedrunning is like it's what I love about speedrunning is someone loves a game so much, and they've probably gone through and experienced all the different stuff, but they have such a mastery of the game that, especially like Dark Souls speedrunning and shit like that, where they're just fucking like walking in and fucking like dealing with fucking what's the one-handed like has got a broken ass arm.
Artorias, yeah.
Artorias. They make Artorias their bitch.
They're like, I don't need a block.
Oh yeah, no, speedrunners in like Dark Souls is so wild. It inspired me to attempt a Dark Souls speedrun for a while.
I don't need a dodge.
And I actually was pretty decent. I had the first half of the game down to like a half an hour, but every time I'd hit Sen's Fuckhouse, I just get fucking.
You're just like, god damn it! Hey, did you do it with like an arcade stick too, like with like Street Fighter 4 arcade stick? Have you done that?
No, I haven't done one of those.
What about like a Guitar Hero guitar?
Basically like playing with a potato.
You do with a Guitar Hero guitar? Have you tried that yet?
There you go.
Dude, those are so fucking wild.
Isn't it crazy, dude?
That shit.
Okay, do you guys?
All he does is take the controllers and then remap like the buttons, because a lot of Guitar Hero controllers are already mapped to Xbox controller buttons.
Did y'all ever watch Naruto growing up?
Yeah.
Okay. Who am I talking to, right? Okay, so remember whenever shit, what's the guy's name who was from like the Sound Village? He's got the glasses on.
Naruto.
You got it.
From the
Kaito
Orochimaru.
the other one, dude. With the silver hair. You know what I'm talking about. He's got a ponytail, right?
Yeah.
So remember when Tsunade hit him in the back of the neck and then like rearranged all his...
I think it's Kabuto.
It's Kabuto, yeah. The company, right? She rearranged like all of his like his nerve endings. So like whenever he tried to move his arm, it'd move his like left leg. That's basically what you have to go through if you're trying to beat Dark Souls on like an arcade pad or like a Guitar Hero controller. You have to remap all of your senses to make it make sense to this peripheral that you have.
Yeah, but that's also...
Yeah. Flapjack says, I don't play the main quest, but I'm still slow as fuck. He also says, did you see the guy that completed all 3 Souls game without getting hit? Yeah, I watched that entire series.
That's crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy. That's too much. Dude, I played the second one for about 18 minutes and I was like, I hate every second of this because this makes video games not fun for me.
I think there's like...
the second one's making a comeback. It's starting to get like the Metal 2 treatment.
I mean, if you mod the shit out of it, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many technical issues with it in a game series that prides itself on its mechanical, like how tight the controls are.
Yeah.
To think that the guy who made Sekiro made the second one is.
Oh, he didn't. No.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is
was
like
that Carl Magnus at the top? The famous chess player?
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, Magnus. Yeah.
Hey, so speaking of gaming, what do you guys? No, wait, hold on. I'll save that for later. Because
I fuck with chess.
I fuck with chess, but hey, do you
I
guys
fuck with chess?
Okay, so like, basically, I think what this says about the gaming community though is while they might bust their ass to do speed runs, they're actually inherently lazy because it takes somebody paying them money to do their best shit.
Get him, dude.
Laying down the fucking law, dude.
Yeah, dude, get him.
Yeah.
Those fucking
I will
fucks.
say this: the amazing thing about the speedrunning community is that it's the best fucking community as far as like helping. Like they will give, except for like people who are like trying to like keep their like elite secrets when they get like their elite times.
Are they cute though?
They're like as far as getting people started in speedrunning, they're super helpful.
Oh,
and
nice.
In 99% of cases, they're more happy to see a record broken by like a competitor than they are to like compete themselves.
So
they're super like
they're dedicated to the craft and not just like
exactly.
Okay,
they would rather see that shit be broken.
That's very jujitsu
for them to hold it. Yeah.
Matt, what's your take on speedrunning?
He's mad at us again. He's mad at us again.
I think he's watching Golden Girls. No, but
Matt, what's your take on genocide?
Genesis?
Oh shit! Yeah, Genesis is what I said. Yeah.
What's your take on the Sega Genesis?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Are you watching Golden Girls?
He's watching Golden Girls again.
No.
Stop, you dick.
All the speedrunning stuff started making me think about like the speedrunners for the Masters.
Are you trying to speedrun Golden Girls?
Like, people that try to like jerk off the fastest.
Oh,
the people that like need to do it for like 4 to 8 hours, like, to savor it.
You know what's funny about that? I try to speedrun sex.
Yeah, dude. How'd that go?
You know, at this age, I'm just sleepy.
80%.
At this age, I'm just sleepy. You
I'm
know
with
what I
you,
mean?
dude. Yeah.
No, that's what I was doing. I was looking that up to see like what the fastest like is.
Nice.
You know he's serious when he breaks out the ocarina during sex.
Oh shit, dude.
I
got it, bro.
I play the Song of Times, dude.
I got it, bro.
It's not easy to do, so yeah.
Flapjack says I watched 20 episodes of Naruto and then some, and I stopped because some weird snake lady showed up. Flapjack, what if I told you that was a dude?
Oh wait, is he talking about Haku? Oh boy.
Orochi.
Oh yeah.
Orochimaru.
You thought Orochimaru was a chick?
Oh yeah, because he was.
He is at one point.
He disguised himself.
Voice actor.
And then he pulled the flesh off his face like Bicentennial Man.
Does this make traps gay?
Are they gay?
Okay.
We'll answer the age-old question.
That's why I don't watch fucking anime.
I posted that video that used quantum mechanics to prove that traps aren't gay.
I still haven't watched that. I need to watch that.
You need to, man.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but can I guess?
What's a trap?
Yeah.
Okay, so
hold on. Let's because we need to bring it back for Matt.
Okay.
Badass.
Can I bring it back? Can I bring it back?
Yeah. Go ahead and explain it.
Okay, so
tell me why they're gay. Also.
Matt, what do you think a trap is? Before we explain it, what do you think a trap is?
Okay, this is
a hole with spikes in it.
Yep, Admiral Akbar. Yep, Starlight Pit.
That's
Yep.
actually it. I mean,
yeah, you got it.
That. Yeah.
You got it.
It's like an asshole pencil sharpener.
I just had one more thing about the speedruns. I just wanted to say that like it's the most like sport. I mean, so there's esports, right? And then there's like sports, right? I feel like speed runs and breaking records and shit, that's like the most sporting thing that they do. Like we're talking about how they will give away their secrets. That way other people can also try to break records.
Sportsmanship.
Because no, but it's not about a sportsmanship thing. It's about like raising the plateau to where like now you have to work harder to break their shit.
Sportsman championship.
It's like you don't just want to be the best, you want to push the bar up.
Yeah. Like no one ever was.
So you tell everybody how to do it. Yeah. That way now they're your rivals. Now you got to beat them.
To catch them is the real test.
That's the best way to build yourself.
To train them is the cause.
Even higher. Them. Yeah.
That's their cause.
You know what I think?
And then you fuck them.
I don't think you really mean that.
No, I do, because it's jujitsu.
He lives his life by the Aikido Jiu-Jitsu karate code, dude.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu kicks.
A trap is when your asshole is sour in the morning after going out.
Oh boy.
Why sour? Is it fermented?
Yeah, why? It must be like
why
a
sour
Norwegian thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's our next big topic?
They using vinegar?
All right, well
let's go.
Big topic. Do you want to talk about Warcraft 3 or do we want to talk about Dan Houser?
Hey, do you guys like chess,
though? Your choice, Mr. Host. I trust you.
Sounds good. Let's talk about Warcraft 3 then.
That amazing, well-reviewed game?
Idiosyncratic.
Yes.
How familiar are you guys with the Warcraft 3 shitstorm that's been going on?
Let's just say that I know every single thing about it, but don't ask me.
Not at all, Cotton.
All right, that's good. So to make a long story short, a while back they announced they're going to be doing Warcraft 3 Reforged. It was a remaster of Warcraft 3, classic, very popular video game.
Yep.
Well, Jeremy,
were excited for that, and they showcased a lot of stuff. And one of the big things they showcased was they were going to have all new like full motion
cutscenes.
Thank you.
And the UI was going to be updated.
It was like going to be a whole thing. They were going to put a ton of effort into it, and then the game released. And none of those promises have been followed up.
And even worse,
as a matter of fact, some of the things that they promised, like improved textures, the textures were worse.
What?
And to even make it even worse, even if you didn't buy the game, it fucked up the original Warcraft 3.
Oh, yes.
Because you're not allowed to play the original Warcraft 3 anymore. It made you use the new launcher for even though you were playing the old version of it, they made you use the new launcher for it which made it worse, which ruined a lot of fixes and a lot of shit from the original one. All the ranked matchmaking was gone. It was fucked.
Nobody makes me do that, Reed.
Yeah. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. So what's one of those terrible?
And that's before they made you sign away your moral rights.
Oh yeah,
that was the other thing. They made you they also made all modders for the new Warcraft.
Any custom games.
Yeah, any custom game modes or maps you make, you have to sign away. According to the EULA, you have to sign away any moral rights to the map or
to your creation.
Those goddamn EULAs, dude. The same exists with Mac OS or iOS or Windows and shit. If you create anything on any platform that you yourself have not so far created yourself, then you have signed away your creative rights to the creation that you have created, to that company who has created the software that you've created the creation
I made
on.
the song in Apple Music. Oh wait, I don't have rights to my own fucking song now. What the fuck?
Dude, we're owned by companies at this point. You know what I mean? But the least that they can do is make an actual good remaster. What's the game that came out recently where they tried to remaster it and the background CPU characters were just the worst looking 2D PlayStation 1 graphics characters ever made. Remember that?
Pokemon.
It was a meme for a while. What did you say, Matt?
Right?
I'm
Pokemon,
not
right?
sure. It might be Pokemon.
No, I don't think it was Pokemon.
Well, I know Pokemon, the new Pokemon had downgraded textures of different shit
but
that.
there was
one,
something
else.
It came out
Sonic.
It was I think it was a PS2 game, and then they remastered it for PS3 or PS4. And by remastering it, it's they focused on the foreground characters and artifacts, and then the background stuff they completely neglected and actually made inferior compared to the previous generation's counterpart. So those textures and graphics were absolutely abysmal on like an HD screen. So it was meme after meme of terrible graphics. Do
You only got
remember
so
that?
much RAM, bro.
Was it Final Fantasy VIII?
Oh, was it? Did they remaster
It
that?
might have been.
Yeah, they did. I played it.
It says 5 months ago.
I was
people
super
are
stoked about it.
Yeah, that's what Google tells me.
But
When I type in remaster background characters worse, that's what it feeds me. Maybe Resident Evil?
Oh, it might have
No,
been.
that sounds
everything's
right.
saying Resident Evil 8. Or not Resident Evil, Final Fantasy 8.
But
Yeah.
but like the face was just like this polygonal, like it looked like a one of those blobfishes from like the bottom
Final
of the
Fantasy
ocean.
10 XT, HD.
I'm not sure, but so that's like
But yeah, it's like that, but worse.
it's like that, but worse. And Blizzard really fucked up. It pissed off a lot of people. They were refusing to hand out refunds to this.
Yeah, this one poor soul, he got fucked over by some fucking
How bad?
call center jockey.
Flapjack says Blizzard really sounds like China right now, and I'm inclined to agree.
Hashtag
But
coronavirus,
I think
dude.
they've been sounding like China for a few months now.
They're Huawei.
Oh, that reminds me of a joke. Hey, do you guys know what goes really well with the coronavirus?
Lime?
My dick.
Lyme disease.
Lyme disease.
I wish I got the
good.
Modelo
It's all
virus,
fun
son.
and jokes read until you get it.
Is that a threat?
And statistically, you will.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, somebody up in Washington got that shit and they died. So.
They died, dude.
Flapjack says I don't get it.
Yeah.
Can you explain the joke?
Nope.
Here, I'll explain it to him in the chat.
Somebody made this parody site for Warcraft 3 called Warcraft 3 Refunded, a broken, dishonest, anti-consumer glorified remaster. You see on the screen.
Okay,
where you
man.
lose.
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
On our podcast, we have this like common theme that seems to come up over and over again, and it's this whole like cash grab versus artistic pursuit, and we kind of the overall thing we came to is that like bitches got to get paid, so there's not any pure artistic pursuit, and I'm not gonna hate on you for trying to make your money. But if you're just trying to make your money only and like fucking over the people that have got you to where you are, that's very shitty. And this is kind of like screaming that to me, especially the part where you're talking about like, you know, the user created maps and stuff. Like
that's the shit that built Dota and League of Legends and fucking any MOBA nowadays.
And they're just undercutting that out, you know, from the consumer,
Just profit,
as it
at
were.
this point. Yeah, it's just profit. Yeah,
because they want to own that shit. They want. I don't know.
yeah. It's for us specifically. It's hard to hate on a company that's just getting that bag like at all times, no matter how they do it. But at the same time, as a consumer, it's very easy to hate on a company that's making that bag from the sweat off your back. You know what I mean? From like the pure fun and like the nostalgia and the passion that you have for whatever that project is.
And especially when they don't deliver.
Oh yeah,
That's the biggest issue.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind,
Especially if
dude.
they make promises and the final product is completely off base from what they were.
Can we get the video up where they show the two?
Oh yeah, I can pull it up.
The two.
It's actually on that website.
Jeremy, am I going to get to see you today? I thought you were going to put a shirt on and let us see you. But
Yeah, Jeremy, we can't
He's
see
on the
you on
podcast.
the Discord
I'm on the
chat.
podcast
Dude.
stream because of the way that the sources work.
Look at him. He's right here.
Oh, there you are.
I pulled you up on our screen right here,
You
dude.
can see me.
See, we can do it too.
But let me go and throw this comparison video on because I think it's really good. Look at exactly what
It was funny because who was it? Was it Matt or you? Somebody didn't even realize what was going on.
It took me a second because I wasn't super well versed on exactly what was promised and what wasn't. So I thought these were like two separate cutscenes from the game.
That's the Activision effect, dude.
Yeah, so the left one is what they promised what it would look like.
Remember the Division?
Cutscenes,
Right?
Yeah.
So what you're describing
I
right
don't know
now,
what
I
the
was
cinematic
Cinematic
trailer
trailer versus gameplay.
what you were just describing is what I was experiencing in real time. I literally thought these were two different cutscenes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, there's the same cutscene at the same time, the exact same moment.
But we often see cinematic trailers that don't represent the actual gameplay footage.
Yeah, but there's a difference between having that as a cutscene.
I'll tell my wife that every day.
Yeah, because I mean, even like KOTOR, like Knights of the Old Republic, had fucking some dope ass cutscenes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
the issue, I guess, the issue for me, Matt, isn't that because yes, you do see games they'll have like a whole bunch of like big crazy stuff going on in their E3 trailer, and then the game comes out and it's not as good, and generally it comes down to technical limitations. The problem is with this is they showed this and they promised that this was going to be in the game. They promised there was going to be revamped like full motion cutscenes, and they're not. It's the same cutscenes from the original game.
Exact opposite. Look at this shit, dude.
Yeah.
They call that a cutscene?
They pulled the wool over everybody's eyes who ever would have believed that.
Oh, and here's the kicker, right? So they already made it. Like that exists, but they took it out of the game. Because,
so they did the work.
This is the reason why, right? So
here's RuneScape. How about that?
So funny.
This is the exec level. This is some exec level bullshit fucking up everybody's day. So the executives saw that the game wasn't selling enough pre-orders. Oh, nice shot. They saw that the game wasn't selling enough pre-orders. And so they cut back the budget on the game. So they're no longer to make cutscenes for every level.
So they took out the cutscenes that already existed.
If we leave this cutscene in, it's going to seem really weird that we didn't make cutscenes for all the other levels. So we're just going to pull this cutscene and make the game. Fucking it.
You know, Breed, maybe Blizzard.
I'm sorry, but that's the
they're
epitome.
Struggling financially, and you're just tearing them down because they had to,
They
had to
should
make
be
cuts
torn
out of
down.
their game.
Eat the rich.
They had to make cuts out of their game.
A modest proposal.
They couldn't afford it.
I'm so sorry.
They couldn't afford to put all those cutscenes in, and they were just struggling to survive and make the game fluent, like not fluent, but like consistent. So they took it out.
Oh,
and now you're here tearing them down.
So, RESPECT, dude.
You know, Matt, I like your perspective on things. Can I just say that?
Buddy. Me too. I like
Sticking up for the little guy. That's Matt.
But also, fuck the execs.
Yeah.
And dude, you know what? How about they take pay cuts? You know what their bonuses were? They're fucking Bernie Madoff it. Blah 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 blah. They got fucking what's the buyout thing?
Yeah, he's wiping his ass with $100 bills.
Government bailout? Is that what you're talking about?
We can't afford to make all the cutscenes cutscene-y.
Yeah.
So instead, we got to do this RuneScape bullshit.
Also,
because our execs are making too much money,
and we can't afford the time to spend sitting around discerning between what they promised us and what we actually were delivered. Because we're dads now, dude.
Because we're dads.
We don't have the time to be able to do that shit,
and we're too busy with hookers and cocaine.
Hookers and cocaine, dude. And that's the problem: is that it's cutting into our hookers and cocaine fund.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I feel you. That's the worst when you got.
It's rough, dude. It's hard out here for a pimp, you know.
Think about that cut. How many hookers and cocaine did that cut save?
I actually don't. I don't deal in dollars anymore. I deal in the number of hookers and cocaine that I could have had at that moment in time.
Those cuts made 5 hookers and half an 8-ball.
Yeah, can I just say that's what pisses me off? That's what pisses me off.
And those are Vegas rates.
So for like 1/5 of a good night, all right? No, actually, wait, what am I saying? 1/5 of a week, right? One good night.
Yes.
That would have got you the cutscenes we needed. That would have got you the funds. Had you just not had those hookers and that cocaine
and not just for one person,
night.
All of the board. That's one night for all of them. That's like 12 nights.
You know, I didn't even think about that. There's more than one executive.
That's true. Bentleys and shit.
Listen, Matt, we all have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, it's true, dude. You know, sometimes your Bentley's got to go without a nice car wash that week, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, those Bentleys were getting washed.
At least they're fucking taking refunds now, right?
Yes, that is true. But I want to. There's something that happened before they started taking refunds because they posted as the 3rd of February. It looks like the Blizzard 3 Reforged team posted a developers update on the forums, and most of it's just kind of like we released a new game. Here's what we're planning on working on. Here's what we're not planning on working on. But there's one paragraph in here that I think is really interesting. It's this one right here. Related to that, as we talked about last year at BlizzCon, we did not want the in-game cutscenes to steer too far from the original game. We went a little deeper into the thought process behind that at the show, but the main takeaway is that the campaigns tell one of the classic stories of Warcraft history.
But it's so different, though.
The true spirit of Warcraft 3 and allow players to relive these unforgettable moments as they were, albeit rebuilt with new animations and the higher fidelity art.
It's less fidelity. It's less animations is what it is.
Can I go again?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Sorry.
Can I go again?
I'll tag you in.
I think that is a cool sentiment to be like, it's not that we wanted the cutscenes to be so badass, but we wanted it to be like a smooth experience throughout. But I think that's an excuse, and I don't.
That's what I was going to say. I don't believe it.
I don't believe you.
Why would you? Also, like, why would you believe it after what you saw?
Bullshit.
You saw.
Matt, what's your take
On what?
on that statement from Blizzard?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I saw you raising your hands. I thought you might have had something.
No, I just saw.
I think he was
raise his
praising
hand,
Jesus.
So I thought we were all gonna do.
Oh,
it.
you going for a high five, dude?
I have that effect on
You get a
people.
high five over the
I
internet?
just didn't want to be left out.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah, I like it.
So, the problem is like these executives are going to say, okay, so the marketing for these companies are going to say whatever they can to ensure that customers are going to continuously come back and that they're going to look as good as possible. But the fact of the matter remains that they have never cared. They have never cared at all about you or about what you're paying for. They know they're going to get your money. So now that you have been screwed over time and time again by this company, whenever they put out a press release or a statement stating, hey, we're so sorry that happened. It's not in our morals to actually do this. The next time they decide to remake World of Warcraft 3.5 Final HD Remix Plus or whatever it is, it's going to have the same exact effect because they're going to cut corners where corners should be cut to make a profit for the company. And that shit
100%.
sucks.
So,
Morals and corporations don't go together. Like, you can't.
They can't
be
go
all
together.
about like negative reciprocity and morals at the same time.
I don't know that I agree with you.
I mean,
how dare you?
Don't take it too far to like an economic theory debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's go, Jeremy. What do you?
Come on, Jeremy.
Let's go, bitch. What you got, bitch?
Well, I'm not gonna.
How are you gonna suck their dick this time?
I'm not gonna stand up for EA. What I am going to say though is
what about Blizzard?
is that smart business requires you to be in touch with your
audience,
with your purchaser base, right?
Agreed.
Who are actually buying your products, which means if you morally alienate your customers, you're going to have less income because you don't want to support those kinds of people. So I think that being moral is, in general, in the best interest of most companies.
Now we're arguing capitalism.
If they want to go bankrupt.
Yeah, exactly. For companies that have the capital to be able to afford to go moral, to be able to draw in those consumers, absolutely. But for the majority of companies, whatever they can do to squeeze every single dollar out of you, and if that happens to be a weepy letter that they happen to send out to everybody saying, we're sorry, we're sorry this happened, we'll do better next time. It's gonna work every time because there's always that percentage of people that will believe it, and they're gonna be like, you know what, they changed.
Justyn,
let me go ahead and give them my money.
Can you stop monologuing on my friend's podcast?
I can never do that, dude. You know that.
No, but this makes me realize, like, the size of a company really matters, because at a certain point, it's not whether you're too big to fail, but at a certain point, I think you're too big to succeed, right? Like, you're too big that you have to then be responsible. You have to answer to like shareholders and a bunch of these executives that all the fucking decisions that can make it or break a game are made at a level where people don't fucking understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's that whole same argument that we talk about way too much on our podcast. It's the creative specter, which is the trying to just make art, just trying to produce whatever your soul produces. And then there's the monetary side, which it costs money to do shit, so you have to also make money. And everything exists in some gray area of mixture of the two. Nothing is on the very far extremes. You know what I mean? I think
It's very hard to make a profit without somebody taking a loss.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
I feel like these companies just get too big, right? To be efficient at responding to what a game should be, because it's like this doesn't happen with all games. It almost exclusively happens with the biggest video game companies out there. EA,
I would
Activision,
I think that's a product of. Sorry, go ahead.
And Bethesda. I've been a Bethesda apologist for the longest time, but I will fucking put them up there. But then you look at companies like...
Oh, it happened. Reed said something bad about Bethesda. It was like lukewarm, but...
No, yeah. All right, let's move on.
I can't fucking believe that happened.
But you look at
I would say it was Luke
to
bad.
small-sized game companies that they can then make... I mean, even fucking No Man's Sky came around and fixed their shit.
No Man's Lie.
No Man's Lie.
No, but so to Jeremy's point earlier, I like what I think about that is like the pure if capitalism was going to be effective, like what it would look like. But the issue is that it's not just purely capitalism, you know what I mean? It's like these dudes that they don't necessarily care about the company, they care about their own paycheck. You know what I mean? And I don't know about like completely for Blizzard as an entire company, but when you tell me things about the execs pulling the budget because of like, so they're basically they're
not getting enough pre-orders,
because of that, and I don't know, stuff like that just screams I'm gonna get my bonus, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? And so
because they gotta make sure that they hit their goals. They have to hit a amount of growth.
Yeah. So it's like from a capitalistic standpoint, as a company, you would think that like what would make you the most money would be to appease your target audience. It would like to do what's best for to do right by the people that got you to where you're at, right? But as an executive who makes decisions, your bonus might not be necessarily at the same
I mean, maybe that's how, like, and I don't know anything about that world. Lord knows I wish I did, but maybe their bonuses, and that's probably an issue with how they're like structured, that they're trying to meet these short-term goals. I think a really good example of maybe what you're trying to say is actually Star Wars, right? So Disney bought Star Wars. They're like told to like hit all these metrics and like make Star Wars marketable.
We need yellow lightsabers.
But here's the thing is, right? They fucking almost ruined Star Wars as a franchise, right? And think of how much money they're now not going to make, because people don't love Star Wars as much as they used to. They're not going to go to Star Wars theme parks. They're not going to buy as much Star Wars shit as they used to, or see as many movies, because they ruined that. I mean, almost ruined that franchise, you know? And so it's short-term gains versus long-term fan base love, right? Maybe that's kind of what you're speaking about.
No, I like. I got some chats here. Flapjack says, if a company says as an apology, we fucked up, the fans would forgive them.
Oh God,
I think that's true to a degree. The question is how frequently they fuck up.
And it's also whether or not it's a genuine apology, right? Like a genuine apology indicates that there will be some change. Like if a husband beats his wife, if a partner beats their partner
every time,
but they don't make any changes, is it really an apology?
Thank you, Matt. A very domestic abusey episode of the Not Important Gaming
Only
podcast.
if he gives her his credit card. That's when he means business.
Yeah. Disney doesn't have to apologize for shit.
That's true, dude. They really don't.
They should. I wish we could hold their feet to the
It'd be
fire.
nice if they did, but they right? I mean, Disney's so powerful, dude. Like,
yeah, but they know they fucked up, right? They know they fucked up.
They don't care.
I don't think they care.
No, they do, because that's their golden goose. They fucked their golden goose, and now it lays weird shaped golden eggs.
But I think
Avengers is their fucking golden goose. What the fuck are you talking about?
So they have two golden gooses. They had one golden goose that was doing great, and they had another one. They fucked it.
Ganders.
They hit it over the head. It's fucking.
But they also have
a little funny.
They also have the Mandalorian that can kind of like rewrite the history books for them. So like if they make movies more like the Mandalorian, and people are just gonna go out and buy tickets, just like they're gonna buy tickets for Anthem.
We did it
because EA just happened to make this promise, or Blizzard just happened to release this damn statement that's like, I'm so sorry that we did this. We're gonna make things so much better going forward. They're Southern now, is what they are. They moved down here.
We're Southern, so obviously they're Southern.
We know. Out of your element.
We're sorry.
Getting back to the chat.
You guys are
You're right. I'm sorry,
Sega's
buddy.
Gonna buy Disney.
I'm sorry, buddy. Go ahead, Jeremy. I'm sorry, buddy.
Getting back to the chats, Flapjack says the only company that hasn't fucked up yet is Rockstar.
I want it.
I don't agree with that. Oh shit, you're doing polls, dude. Fuck.
Dude, we've been doing them all episode long, dude. This is the 4th poll we've done.
Dude, you're not gonna be awake tomorrow.
You go to hell, all right?
This is just an act. It's all water.
It's no. I saw.
Dude, that's a great idea, actually.
No,
That's a great idea.
Look at their face, man. That's not water.
Why do
I've
we
seen that
put
man
water in
choke up
here?
vodka.
That's such a good idea.
These guys are professional actors.
My professional. This is my professional stash. Is what
Professional
this is.
alcoholics, maybe.
Yeah, we are.
But back to your point, Flapjack.
This guy's
Rockstar does
Never
have
mind,
a crunch
never mind.
problem, and they have gotten flack for that. But crunch isn't as big of an issue. Like the thing with everybody being upset about crunch is kind of died out.
Jeremy, he has his hand up.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Come on,
Whose hands
Jeremy.
We go to the guy in the blue shirt,
You're a
please.
horrible teacher, Jeremy.
Oh man,
Oh, me? I'm Jeremy.
no, I'm Jeremy.
I'm Jeremy.
Oh,
He's Jeremy
go ahead,
now.
host
Look-
the show.
Wait, look
He
at
has
me.
his hand up.
He's Jeremy now.
I'm the captain now.
That's right.
No, I forgot why I had my hand up. But I think it had
Well,
something
it's a
to
good
do.
hand. You
It's a
could have
good
been a hand model.
I like it.
Good.
Thanks, pal. But hey,
Nice.
just real quick, if we're talking too much, just tell us to shut the fuck up. We won't be offended.
No,
Easy.
you guys are
Oh,
great.
no, yeah, you guys are great. We're having a good time.
You're too
Okay.
sweet.
We're
We're
just
too sweet.
Getting
Dude.
back on topic though.
Don't worry, I'll tell you.
Oh,
Just shut the fuck
that's
up.
how he says it. That's how he says it. Okay, go ahead, buddy.
So Blizzard 3, they have all this shit that goes on, and a whole bunch of people complain. It's like a week of people losing their goddamn mind. And finally, they put together like a refund upon request, because they've been denying refunds for a really long time. And finally, so
Yeah,
many
I saw that.
people complained that they set up an automatic refund system, which did a little bit to kind of pull the heat off of them.
They're
Just
tired of giving
recently-
their fucking chat line fucking overtime.
Yes. So just recently, 2 days ago, this PC Gamer put up this article saying Warcraft 3 Reforged launch was a hard week, Blizzard president says. And I've got this quote here saying, concerning Warcraft 3 Reforged, honestly, it's been a bit of a hard week. Our community has come to expect really amazing things from us, and we've heard from them that we did not achieve that bar, Brack says. But we stand behind our games, and we have consistently shown that not only do we support them, but we continue to build on them even after launch, and we're committed to doing that here as well. We're going to continue to update the game, and we're going to continue to update the community with our plans going forward.
Fallout 76 set such a low standard for people being able to update their games after they release them that we're just fucked now.
Yeah.
You think so?
Sorry, I kind of had a similar
Similar.
I had a similar sentiment, but I didn't know if I'm just a fucking noob little bitch that doesn't know shit about shit.
Well,
No,
of course.
say it, man.
I mean,
But-
come on, yeah, obviously.
But no, that yeah, me and Justin have talked about this like at length about
Ad nauseum.
ad length to see him about so because like I mean you guys heard last time, I mean you guys were on our show and we were talking about how annoyed we were
Hey,
with
you cut out there? What are you saying?
Oh, sorry. We were like last time when you guys were on our show, we were talking about how annoyed we were with them pushing, specifically Final Fantasy pushing back their
The release
You can't
date,
cut
dude.
it out,
Release
right when
dates.
you say like the actual important
Okay,
stuff.
so
son of a bitch.
So we were talking about how like Final Fantasy, or the studio was cutting back the Final Fantasy VII remake release date from March to April.
Yeah, and
Yes.
and you guys as a more knowledgeable gaming, I don't know,
They're like professors.
whatever you guys are. Yeah, you're like, that's kind of
enthusiasts, fanboys, fucking nerds.
that's kind of part of the
People
course.
that like to hear ourselves talk, okay?
They're like fucking nerds.
I mean, that's us too, but no, but like you guys were like, that's kind of part of the course. But I mean, I get that it is. I get that it's part of the industry, but it was still annoying to me. And I feel like this is like a similar. It's a similar thing that we have to just fucking deal with. You know what I mean?
I feel you. This I think is so. This is the thing, right? Release dates, I don't view those as a promise. Release dates is like a target they're shooting for. They're not guaranteed to do things.
But are they shooting for it, or are they just pretending?
Well, they're also like tied down to these release dates, right? So like there are companies that will modify the end product just to meet that release date, and it's like that is the exact opposite of creativeness.
Oh, wait.
Yes,
that was my point. I think about.
Did I bury
so when
releasing an unfinished product.
At least in my opinion, they're not doing it because like oh they're lazy, oh they don't want it. They're delaying it. Hey, beer crack. They're delaying it because they really care about the product they're working on. It's greed. What's that saying again from Iwata?
A delayed game can be perfect, but a rushed game
will never be good.
Okay, so that's one.
It's bad forever. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get to, but I'm fucking drunk.
Your mic's not actually cutting out; it's your voice.
It's his voice. It's his brain, dude.
Hey. Nah, dude, but seriously, so it's like, do you release
that it is causing more crunch to exist because people crunch a lot to meet this supposed deadline. Then there's a delay.
Wait, we're not talking about Rockstar yet, dude.
All over again.
We're not talking about Rockstar yet.
Speculation. I don't think there's any proof of any of this.
I mean, it's come from the mouth of the fucking one of the leads at CD Projekt Red themselves.
Probably that there will be fat liar.
But no, can I just ask? I got my hand up again. So as a fucking stupid noob who knows nothing.
Yeah, look at him.
Would you guys say unfinished initial product or like with updates, or would you say
delay that shit?
Okay.
I think it's situational. I mean, if it's like a whole contained like game,
it's very mature read.
To be updated. I think it should be perfect on release, but certain games that have a more interactive relationship with the fan base, that have updates and things like that, those will never be perfect, and they're constantly going to be updated anyway. So perfect examples are like Stellaris, which is like a grand strategy like game that is constantly being updated.
Right, we're talking about the games that are
like Red Dead Redemption 2. I think should be perfect on release.
Okay,
Assassin's Creed should be perfect on release.
So like the AAA titles, you think like should be perfect upon release?
Well, stuff that's supposed to be released, and then you have like some DLC, and then it's fucking done. You know,
dude. I find myself like the older I get, the more I hate DLC, and like at the same time, like
everyone does.
Well, I think like the concept for DLC was so pure and so amazing to begin with. I love the idea of having extra content thrown in over time, but I hate the idea of having procrastinators just not being able to finish the game and then just throwing it in months later as a DLC. Like, hey, check this out. This is a brand new piece of content that we have. No, bitch, that was supposed to have been included with the initial release of the game.
Day one DLC is some bullshit, if you ask me.
Man.
Yes and no. So there is something to be said for something like the way The Witcher handled their DLC.
Are you pointing at me, bitch?
The Witcher, they had their first DLC, which was an entire 5-hour.
Blood and Wine one?
Well, there was the Heart of Stone.
There's two of them.
That was like a whole 5-hour campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And then Blood and Wine came out, which was like an extra $10 more than the first one. Mm-hmm. And one was like an entire map that was about half the size of the original map of the game, and it had a 20 to 30 hour campaign.
Yeah, preach, baby girl.
Yeah.
But is the game playable, and did it have problems when it was first came out?
No, it didn't have many problems.
And that's it right there.
Yeah,
that's it.
Let's look back at
We're
like
on
what
agreement.
DLC used to be, right? There was like Fable and like Fable the Lost Chapters, right? A whole basically are you bonus content there. All the major DLCs for like Oblivion, like Shivering Isles, things like that, where it's like you said, basically about half a game's worth of content tacked on to the end, right? Where you're really getting your money's worth.
Yes.
And then you've got fucking shit like Horse Armor and
Okay, to be
Stupid.
fair, the same game that had Horse Armor also had Shivering Isles.
yeah, no,
which
and
was
that's
like
what I'm
half the
saying is
game.
That was the beginning of the end. A good example of like DLC would be like what Halo 2, all the different map packs.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm even iffy on like map packs as a
Mario
as a
Brothers
concept.
2 and 3.
Really? Dude, I love the idea of having map packs as a DLC
I
type
like
thing.
multiplayer games, yeah, that makes sense.
It's really
I don't know,
cool, but
maybe I'm-
I hate having DLC as like, okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. This DLC finishes the story that you just bought.
Oh yeah,
No.
That's the shit I hate.
But it should be like its own separate game. Just
Okay.
like half a size. It's like a mini game.
Man.
So
Harold's
what's
wacky side adventure.
what's
Vampires, I
what's
guess.
sounding alarms
we
for
got a
me?
hand. We got a hand.
What's
Yeah,
sounding
we got
alarms
hands.
for me?
What's
What's sounding
Hashtag
alarms for
hands
me? For what Justin is saying while he's so pissed off right now? It's just screaming Destiny. Where you
Oh yeah, dude.
you spend 9 hours raiding with your pals.
Yeah.
And you get
Destiny 1 or Destiny 2? Which one are you talking about?
One.
You name
Destiny
it.
1. And you get you get the best raid equipment, right? I got
Okay.
the best raid
To
equipment.
be fair,
And
I would
then
say Destiny 2
DLC
was
comes
in a
out
much
and
better
it's
state
trash.
than Destiny 1 was.
It's
yeah,
garbage.
Destiny 2 at least has the excuse of being an MMO light.
Yeah.
Wait, can I
which
just say
those
that I
are meant to
didn't
be
play
like a
Destiny
you
2?
keep dumping money into them.
And keep upgrading them, yeah.
But it sucks that like I have my legendary and my exotic armor. Like the assault rifle that I had in Destiny 1 was an assault rifle that you don't just get from any type of like any type of match that you'll have or any type of map that you'll play. Like I stumbled upon this thing and then I have like these great exotic pieces of armor and then it's like Destiny 2, if you want to get this rare piece of armor or this uncommon piece of armor, it's going to be stronger than the pieces of armor that you spent 500
You
hours
mean the new
cultivating.
DLCs? You mean the DLCs?
That
Yeah.
pisses me off, dude. It
Yeah,
does.
you should be able to take the shit that you busted ass for, and it should just straight translate into whatever the fuck they want to. If they want to add some new
Yes.
shit, that's great. But I busted my ass for this shit, so that shit better be fucking.
And
And I
better
get it
that
from
shit for
from a
free.
company standpoint.
agree
I
with
understand.
With the Witcher DLC, I agree how like the model of it tacking on to what is already like it adds more story, it adds more depth, it adds more shit. You know, it doesn't just cancel out all your fucking hard work that you just did because it's new shit because they want you to buy that shit.
You know what?
Yeah,
You guys all sound really entitled right now.
But also, I mean,
Fuck you, Matt.
It really does depend on the game.
I'm
though, right?
Latino.
So like certain games, like single player RPGs, are a completely different deal. Like Monster Hunter, right? Iceborne is one of the most well acclaimed DLCs in the last couple of years.
Promise.
And I mean that's what people say. I haven't played either or, but
Oh.
it's a different deal than something like Stellaris, which is a grand strategy game that has had several releases of DLC, which add up to like
thumbs down for that.
$100.
but have you played chess
But for
though?
the people who have been in that franchise and have bought it piecemeal and have enjoyed it, they've got their money out of it. And it's been like they've got their money's worth out of it because of how much content they've gotten. And you can also pick and choose. But then you've got fucking like
We're fat. We're fat.
get out of here. But then you've got shit like Destiny, which is like a different thing with DLC. We have we have like basically forced to rebuy a game. We've already got the game.
Yep. Yep. That's the
You know what I
crux
mean?
of the yep. I just learned the word crux, so that's why I'm
There's
saying
no easy
it.
answer to this
we
question.
gotta move on a little bit.
Okay, all right.
So
No, why?
final thoughts from everyone. Matt,
I'm sorry, Jeremy.
final thoughts.
No, I'm just gonna harbor my anger against you.
Sounds good.
I think the real answer is if you release DLC that's free, that's the real win.
Yep.
To Stardew Valley.
Dude,
Yep.
look at Reed.
Yep.
Dropping fucking shit, brother.
Even though so
Idiosyncratic. What are your final thoughts on
my name is not Idiosyncratic, you bitch. So even though even though I think the entirety of the game should be released with the entirety of the goddamn game, I am 100% fine with DLC, free DLC coming out after the fact saying, you know what? Here's what we meant to include in the damn game that you just spent $67.96 on. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that.
Okay, as the other half of Idiosyncratic, can I just say, Justin, don't you ever talk to my friend Jeremy like that ever again.
I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Okay, and also...
I forgive you, Idiosyncratic.
That's right.
Thanks,
that was
dude.
so harsh. It
Also,
hurt my feelings.
I'm syncratic. He's idiot.
Not only
I
that...
like that.
Not only that, but what does DLC even stand for?
Yeah,
Downloadable content.
Downloadable content.
Yeah, idiot.
I know. I was just kidding.
That's why your name's Idiot.
I was J Play.
Jamie, what's
All right.
the next?
I want to hit the chats. But before I hit chats, I want to say dope hat Matt.
Whoa! Hashtag dope hat Matt.
Hashtag dope hat Matt.
Cool. I
Flapjack.
stole it from a homeless person.
What about his shirt though?
Even more dope.
Flapjack says DLC suck. I've never bought one. All Sims 4 DLCs together are fucking $299.85. He corrects himself and says, "Never mind, $510."
Oh shit!
I buy all DLCs,
that's a fucking
and sometimes
scam.
I'm angry, sometimes I'm not.
Hey,
I'll just say that,
Jeremy. What was that DLC that? So like they posted it. If you want to like download all the DLC for this game, it ended up being like $200-$300 or whatever. The game was like $50, but if you want the DLC, it's like $300. Was it like The Sims 4 or something?
We covered that. What was that?
Yeah, there is also it's the same people who make Stellaris. It's the fucking grand strategy game.
Big
fuck,
Rigs
is it
Off the
Europa
Road
Universalis?
Racing. Was that it?
Big Rigs. It's so not Big Rigs.
Are you sure?
It's Lumberjack Dynasty.
Your Winner? Are you sure that's not what it was?
Oh fuck! What? There's no way. There's DLC for Big Rig.
Dude, I mean, come on.
You don't know.
Dude, there's DLC for everything.
They DLC patched it from saying your winner to your I'm sorry, you are winner.
Guys, what the fuck is DLC
No, they changed
though?
it to you win.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah, but the best part is they didn't like make a new graphic. They just took the image and chopped off half of it.
Oh, it's great. That's DLC. That's what DLC is, boys.
In a nutshell.
Oh shit! We got this news story from this was actually brought to us by Idiosyncratic. So thanks, guys. Xbox boss says Sony and Nintendo are somewhat out of position to keep competing.
Yeah.
There's an interesting quote here in the article from Phil Spencer.
Yep.
I just blanked on his name for a second. When you talk about Nintendo and Sony, we have a ton of respect for them. We see Amazon and Google as the main competitors going forward, Spencer said. That's not to disrespect Nintendo and Sony, but the traditional gaming companies are somewhat out of position. I guess I could try to recreate Azure, but we've invested tens of billions of dollars in cloud over the years.
Interesting.
Basically, what the article is so Microsoft Xbox seems pretty convinced that much like what Matt has been saying, that streaming is the future of games, and that Sony and Nintendo are lagging behind, whereas Google and Amazon are kind of coming up to the forefront, and tackling this problem head on.
So how do you guys feel about the fact that companies that have historically not really been into like mainstream gaming are
Popping
the
up.
biggest competitors for Xbox or for Microsoft in their own words?
I don't
But
know
is
that I
that
fully
true,
agree
though?
is where I'm standing at.
I mean, I get where they're coming from, because like on a meta level, like on the like down to earth level, like people talk about video games, it's always PC, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. But on a meta level, the future of gaming is going to be all done in the cloud, or at least with digital distribution.
What are you, sidekick boy?
Yeah.
No, it's like, because here's the thing. It's like Xbox Game Pass. So fucking good for fucking a small subscription. Like, it's the Netflix of games. You put down your money, on that. You get fucking a giant fucking library of games just on your dick immediately.
What do you think about Gen Pop though? Like, is Gen Pop like the not like hardcore gamers, not like medium core gamers, but like the Gen Pop, the my mom bought me this thing. And I'm just fucking dabbling. I'm getting my toes wet.
That's the shit, right? So it's like, let's say you're like, yo, I want to fuck with some games, right? But I don't want to pay $60 for this game that I might never play again, right? So you pay $15. You get access to a library of like fucking, what is it? Like 300, 400 games.
Twisted Metal 2.
Xbox and PC.
Phantom
this is Xbox
Dust.
Game Pass. And Sony has their own service. And you have like, oh, I heard about this game. I'm gonna check that shit out. And you play it. If you like it, you can be like, I'll buy that shit, and then you cancel or whatever with the subscription service. So this way, it makes so much sense for the digital age of like a fucking almost like try it before you buy it kind of model.
So you really believe that Google and Amazon are Microsoft's biggest competitors going forward, right?
Because I mean, here, first of all, Amazon's got because they've got the infrastructure and they've got the fucking money.
Oh yeah,
like, Google's fucking sucking dick right now, and maybe we'll talk about that later, depending on whether or not we get to that subject. But Amazon still is yet to put their shit out. They're like, it's like how Amazon came to be a competitor to Netflix. They've got the money and the infrastructure, but they don't quite have the leadership and the guidance to really make it.
So would the Golden Girls think that Google and Amazon are actually competitors for Microsoft? That's the crazy thing, right? Like, you have Google, the biggest company in the world besides maybe Alibaba, right?
Like, wait, I think now's a good time to. I don't know if this. I don't know if this undercuts what you guys have.
Looking a little.
What?
Golden.
Fabulous, right?
chromosomes.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
But so Stadia supposedly is coming out with a free tier. Do you guys have comments on that?
That's supposed to.
You just
one of their subjects. There's one of their subjects later.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Let's just segue right into it.
I'm sorry. Never mind.
You buried the lead, you idiot! You stupid bitch!
I'm sorry.
You do that every time.
I was trying to know
Why
what.
does anybody even hang out with you, you stupid idiot? I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead. You have to forgive him.
I'm sorry, guys. We ruin all the shows we go on.
Basically, Stadia's been fucking eating dick, at least publicity-wise, for the last couple months. Because everybody's taking the fucking shit that Stadia started, and they're doing it better and cheaper. NVIDIA just released their own thing. But Google said, like, oh, we're having this paid service that's been fucking up, but we'll have this free service later.
Basic.
And the thing is, it's like, it's still like, they said, oh, it'll come in 2020.
You guys like ads?
Months to go.
How many?
But like, it's not defined. So in an interview with,
no, I'm asking you to define it, Reed.
But
I watched the full episode of the Golden Girls.
Of course he is, because I mean, come on. I think we talked about this last time, though, right?
In an interview with Tech Publication Protocol, he basically said that over the next few months you'll be able to experience Stadia for free. As to what that could mean, who knows? Hopefully before the end of like the next fiscal quarter, but and the other capstone to this was that that they've even downgraded the games that they said are going to be available when they announced Stadia. They said it'd be 120 games will be available to play on Stadia, but now you said like 100, and they're also being cagey about what games will or will not be released. They're saying, "Oh, we'll let the publishers announce that," and it's like. Meanwhile, you've got like NVIDIA announcing their own service that's already like putting out this huge fucking library of games.
Jeremy.
Xbox is doing their own thing. It's just like going on and on.
Yeah, but
Jeremy, I hear you giggling, and I think it's at Golden Girls. But can I just like I feel like every single time you have an opinion, I fucks with it. What do you have to say about what Reed was just saying?
So
we need more Betty White.
We do need more Betty White. That's my first part of the opinion. I like that we just got Matt.
She might die in our lifetimes.
Keep it like that.
Hey, can we call that from this moment forward? Can we call that getting madded?
I like that.
When something just Golden Girls is you, it's now a verb, and it means that you got madded.
You got madded, you little bitch.
I just madded you. But also,
I hear a Razer keyboard.
My take on this, I guess, I don't know. Stadia's been in a lot of trouble. Stadia's been struggling since fucking launch.
I haven't seen the company get shit on that much since Fallout 76.
Oh God,
well,
yeah,
dude, because they have like 13 titles at this point. Like they have nothing to go off of.
Yeah, so they have nothing to go off of. You have to pay to even use it. You have to pay for the games after you pay on top of the monthly subscription.
You mean you still want my money?
It's just not very fucking good. Like people are not getting the frame rates, are not getting the texture detail that they were promised.
Hey,
with the feature.
So Jeremy, now, real quick, like, do you know if they have actually been able to like hop in between a YouTube video playthrough of the level they were trying to beat? Because like that was like one of the big selling points is like, you could go
forgot about that.
Yeah, you could go to YouTube and you can watch somebody stream this portion of the game that you were not able to beat, and then you could hop in right exactly at that moment they were beating
the game out.
Yes, dude.
Oh fuck! I totally forgot about that feature. Is that
have they been?
Do you know if that feature's like been implemented?
I'm researching right now. Vamp for me.
That's about the only like feature on the thing that is actually kind of cool.
God damn it! Like here's the problem with like Google and whatever shit they happen to put out is that they're so half-assed with their products that like. They'll promise you the world, right? And then like you get there and it's just the crusts off your crustables, right?
Dude,
like it's the shit that you didn't want.
That shit does not exist. To my research in the last 10 seconds, they have not fulfilled that promise.
I mean,
that's insane. That's a year.
Back to what we said earlier about people promising shit and not delivering. That's some fucking bullshit.
That's a whole year.
123 asks, has Google ever made a game? I don't know that they made a game, but they had a bunch
Google it.
Don't, dude.
When you don't have internet,
if you Google it, you'll hop right into that moment of the game.
No, that's a cool idea.
They had the Lumberyard project, which was cool in theory, but they sent it to the graveyard.
Not to be confused with Lumberjack Dynasty.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Jagoff Dynasty.
But I don't know. There's so many things wrong with it, and the biggest thing is they said that they, the point. Yes, the technology is there. We just need the ISPs to give us a push for better internet.
Bunch of bitches.
It's like, dude, you're not going to get that.
Of course not. You're a competitor at this point. Why would you get that?
Yeah.
Also, think about
time that Google has ever been forced or been able to force ISPs to compete is when they did the Google Fiber thing.
Oh yeah. But even that,
this is probably, in my opinion, this is probably an attempt by Google to force to force
progress,
improvement in internet infrastructure, because Google themselves don't have that control. But by putting this forward and putting that pressure onto the market, it might encourage change. So.
God damn it. Yes, I agree with you, Reed.
Yeah, Matt. Oh no! Now he's watching my little.
He's a brony, dude. He's a brony.
No,
Jeremy.
Look, can I just say that I'm not at all sidetracked by the ponies in front of my face right now? But what I do want to say,
strong man, strong will,
is something.
All right, let's hit our other big topic. Oh no, Matt.
Hey, those little ponies turn me on, okay?
Oh fuck! No,
I knew it, dude. I knew you were so quiet for a reason, dude. I knew it.
You see him over there.
But yeah, I can't see my hands.
Checking his dick.
Is there any good news? Can we bring this podcast up in any way?
I'm not gonna bring it up, but Dan Houser is leaving Rockstar. I don't know.
That's not good news. I mean, it's not news.
Well,
fuck him.
Bad news either.
At least
does anyone know Dan Houser? Does this guy? register on anybody's radar?
That's his deal.
His brother started Rockstar.
Can
Right?
I
I
say?
know Doug Bowser.
I know a positive spin. I know a positive spin.
Stupid Guilfoyle.
Fire away.
Does that mean that
Guilfoyle.
the developers are gonna get to see their families?
Oh,
No.
Oh, okay, never
No,
mind. I'm sorry.
Those interns are still chained in the basement.
What was
They
I
forgot
thinking?
about
I'm sorry,
them.
I'm a
The
noob.
game's, the
Well, I'm a
game's
pleb.
done and over with.
all game
They just-
studios
the
have
only thing
become
that means they get to
Telltale.
see Dan Hauser. Go ahead.
Impossible.
So I was gonna say that they're gonna fucking. They're in the process of working on GTA 6 right now. I can promise you that. And
Dude.
somebody walked down to the basement and found like a bunch of emaciated corpses chained to like a wall. And went, "Oh shit! We forgot to send the interns home
Is that by law?
Or feed them.
or feed them."
Yeah, we got one of those in our
Um,
closet.
All right. So
But
if
yeah,
he's left the company, does that mean there's not going to be like people killing hookers in the new Grand Theft Auto game?
Oh shit!
Matt.
Still
there's
going to be able to
hooker
kill
killing.
prostitutes.
There
It's
better
my
be.
favorite
Absolutely
goddamn
kill.
pastime, you bitch.
Yeah.
Fu-
They've built their franchise off of the murder of prostitutes.
Yeah, dude.
So, but there's no way they could get rid of that. But the
I mean,
the
maybe it
article-
was his idea. He owns like the rights to killing
Hey, this
hookers.
is fair enough. He owns the right to the act of killing. hookers.
I own you.
I like the idea of
That's what I
Dan
heard.
Hauser
You belong to
going
me.
around suing people who kill hookers.
Yep. Nobody can kill hookers
Fucking-
without his.
Wait, are these Vegas rates or?
Oh my god! So Take-Two Interactive announces Dan Hauser, vice president's creative at Rockstar Games, will be leaving. Take-Two Interactive Software disclosed after an extended break beginning in the spring of 2019, Dan Hauser, vice president creative at Rockstar Games, will be leaving the company. Dan Hauser's last day will be March 11th, 2020. We are extremely grateful for his contributions. Rockstar Games has built some of the most critically acclaimed and commercially successful game worlds, a global community of passionate fans, and an incredibly talented team, which remains focused on current and future projects.
Dude, that's some like corporate speak out the wazoo, man. I
Yep.
almost threw up.
Yep. Thanks for reading.
Flapjack asks, do you guys think GTA 6 will trigger SJWs, or do you think they're going to do a Battlefield 5? Grand Theft Auto does a very good job of like social. Oh my fucking god! I just looked at Matt's source.
Yep. Yeah. You guys know what?
Grand Theft Auto does a very good job of like of social commentary and picking on everyone. So I imagine they're probably going to do both.
Except the Asians, am I right?
I imagine that
Get 'em.
my ideal Grand Theft Auto 5 has
Right?
a whiny SJW protagonist
Oh
who
yeah.
pisses you the fuck off,
Justin.
and it also has a screeching Chan warrior as
No,
one
he
of
has
the
to have
other-
and a boomer.
Oh, wait,
Don't- he has to
no.
have a
Oh,
boomer.
and a boomer, dude.
That'd be
Fuck.
Matt.
Yeah.
This shit
can,
writes itself.
can I say the Chan Warrior is Matt?
Okay.
That's the Chan warrior.
The SJW is Reed.
Yeah, I'd say Reed.
Okay.
Nah,
Probably the
it's
first
definitely
one. Care
Jeremy.
about
That's definitely
everybody.
Jeremy.
You think so?
All right, can I say like I have the most mild opinions of anybody I've ever met?
Because he's a bitch.
But I feel like Jeremy is like on par with my. So I call it, or I guess we call it Gandalf the Greyisms.
area.
It's a Gandalf the Grey area. You know what I mean? Because I play both sides of the fence. You know what I mean? I'm Gandalf the Grey area.
Oh.
But I feel like Jeremy meets me halfway on those things. You know what I mean?
Jeremy's your soul bro.
Yeah, Jeremy, you got mild opinions, huh?
Oh, Matt using the fucking not using the fucking
getting
dark
worse.
theme for Twitch. Oh,
I know it's gross. That's all right though. I'll touch you over the.
Oh.
I'll touch you
Wait a minute.
right there.
Matt is streaming the stream.
He's streaming the stream.
Ouch.
Flapjack said, if you're a rightist, you're Gandalf the White. If you're authoritarian right.
Yeah, I mean we're
Alright,
texting. We kind of lean a little bit right.
rapid
So
fire or anything to clear up. Let's clear through the shit.
Yeah, let's hit some of this. Let's rapid fire some of this stuff.
Do it.
Sakurai says Nintendo decides Smash characters, not him.
Do you guys play Smash? Do you Smash?
oh yeah.
Oh, boy.
But we're not good because we both use cloud.
Talk for
Nobody's
yourself,
good
boy.
at Smash. Nobody's good at Smash.
I
Okay, yeah.
disagree. I've started
Yeah.
playing Smash.
If I-
at
No,
school.
Matt or Jeremy, you suck. Everybody can.
I definitely I get my shit pushed in.
That means Jeremy's normal.
And you'll realize you suck.
Okay, look.
That means he's normal.
Look, I'm too stuck to like fanboying, right? So I mean, like my main and then my main and a half, right, is Cloud and then Link. But my main and a half, I'm actually better at. Because I just play characters that I like the most instead of like characters that I'm the best at. Because I can fuck people up better with other characters. But the person that I play the most is Cloud because I like him the most. But anytime I get anywhere near the edge, I'm fucking fucked because like you can edge guard the shit out of me because I can't get back. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
The DLC characters.
I cannot get back.
Yeah, the DLC character for us is Cloud's Advent Children costume. That's what that is.
I'm waiting for Sephiroth to come out. God damn it,
I want to see Cloud in a dress in Smash.
Yes.
But the long and short of this is though, Sakurai.
You guys hear about the controversy about the latest DLC character they released, though, right?
No, who was it?
Basically,
it's another fucking Fire Emblem character.
No. Yeah, so they released the latest character is Byleth. Do you know who Byleth is?
Byleth? No, I don't.
Neither anybody in America.
Because fucking he's some random ass character from some nuanced Fire Emblem game, and nobody fucking knows who he is. But Sakurai, who's like the maker of Smash, he's the father of all things Smash. Says, I hear what you're saying, and I fucking agree. I don't make these decisions. That shit comes down from Nintendo. So that's
peek behind the curtain, as it were.
I hear that you're pissed off. I'm pissed off too. It's Nintendo.
Here's a game. Here's a character you never knew about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's really dumb, especially because there's so many like really good requests for characters like Doom Guy, like Doom Guy. Mm-hmm. Like I've been asking for Doom Guy since
I'd rather have Master Chief than Doom Guy.
Since the fucking game came out, I've been asking for Doom Guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
All right. Yeah, no one.
Hey, you mean Dwayne Johnson?
Nintendo, can I get
story,
Doom Guy?
Ubisoft in their earnings report announced that they're going to have not one, not two, not three, but 5 AAA games coming out this year.
Ubisoft.
Whoa.
And how many suicides?
Just about 12.
How many Assassin's Creeds?
So, but 3 are already known, which are Gods and Monsters, Rainbow Six Quarantine, and Watchdog Legions. As to what the other 2 are, we'll probably have to wait to see E3 era with all the new console announcements. So,
and this pisses me off because I thought Ubisoft learned their lesson. I thought Ubisoft figured out we need to stop releasing 1 trillion games at once.
No, but here's Jeremy. I think that what's happening is these are two AAA games from last year that got delayed into this year. So I think that's what's happening.
Gods and Monsters definitely wasn't. All we got from E3 at Gods and Monsters was
but I feel like Watch Dogs was supposed to come out last year, and maybe Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Well, no, Quarantine. We also only got a trailer.
Yeah, maybe. That's just what it feels like.
I'm assuming that Quarantine is just Rainbow Six Siege with some zombies slapped in it.
Could you imagine?
What's wrong with that?
Could you imagine Quarantine?
No, it's fine.
Could you guys imagine Quarantine remade with the kids from Stranger Things, and it's called Quarantine?
Dude, I would fuck with that.
It's called Quarantine,
that'd be awesome.
right? That's pretty good. Alex, where you going, you stupid idiot? That's pretty good, right? Quarantine.
Watch Dogs Legions. I'm still like super nervous about. Ubisoft, you need to fucking stop.
On camera.
Next up is Platinum Games is crowdfunding blah 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 is crowdfunding the Wonderful 101. Fundering, and this is the wrong link, so I'll give you the here.
Who the fuck is Watchdog again?
Watchdog. What do you mean? What the fuck is Watchdog?
You're talking about the game Watchdog?
The game, The Wonderful 101 by Platinum Games.
But I think he's asking who Watchdog is. Is that like a production
studio?
This is the next story. You wanted to rapid fire these, and we're not rapid firing them very well.
Who the hell is Watchdog? Is that the studio that made Watch_Dogs?
Like a bad.
Who is Anonymous 4chan? Who is
the hacker 4chan? He's just some system administrator.
The hacker known as 4chan.
But yeah, Platinum Games is crowdfunding The Wonderful 101. It's a remaster of one of their old games that wasn't super popular. But it's their first step into self-publishing, which I think is really cool. If I link to the correct article, it's a screenshot of Reed now. This is the most unflattering image of you too.
Oh my god. He's such a bitch, dude. He really is. Look at this shit.
I just think it's really cool. Platinum Games is self-publishing.
He's such a bitch.
Even though Jackson looks like he's gonna see.
Matthew, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. How dare you mess with Redrick that way?
That's hilarious.
I just wanted to get a close up of his mustache.
Oh my god.
I almost feel like, can we be in different rooms when we record?
Most likely.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reed.
God damn it.
I had to drop my fucking.
It's too thick.
Now I know why they call them whiskers.
It's too thick.
It's dummy thick.
Thanks, Reed.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool that the Platinum Games getting into self-publishing, because I think it's going to give them more freedom to do the things they want to do. And I'm ready for full Platinum Games. We've gotten like partial Platinum Games, and it's been insane. I want to know what full Platinum Games looks like.
Just for the audience, what is Platinum Games? What games have they made?
Platinum Games has made a bunch of really, really popular games that you've probably heard of and never know.
Like
Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Whoa.
That one anime game that was here, Nier Automata.
There we go.
The one where you're a robot cop.
So basically, a
Detroit
Platinum.
Become Human.
This is
What was
actually
that?
news. This is actually news for me as well. So basically, a Platinum game is like a silent hitter. It's like one of those.
No, the company that makes it is called Platinum Games.
Oh. So it's like
they make a bunch of really cool games.
It's
that
like
nobody's ever nobody knows.
I'm not embarrassed.
It's a developer with above average track record is getting into publishing their own games instead of sucking the dick of a bigger company to get their games published.
So it's like the A24 of gaming.
It's like making your own music and then publishing that shit on SoundCloud, but successfully instead of having to suck the dick of a record company.
Dude, labels, man.
Y'all want to hear my mixtape?
Oh, labels, dude. I'm telling you, I can't talk about labels right now, but labels, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, labels, bro. Labels.
Contracts, dude. Oh, shit. Non-disclosure agreements, you know what I'm saying?
So what I think about Platinum Games, I think they're better than Gold Games.
It kind of sounds like you guys just don't know what the hell you're talking about.
We don't.
Like me,
That's why we're podcasters.
We don't know anything.
Says the guy whose feed is half other people half the time. Half My Little Ponies. Yeah.
Yo, friendship is magic, bro.
I'm sorry, guys.
News, I wish we would have tapped on some of these other awesome fucking topics.
Let's do it.
Apple's making a $5,000 gaming Mac.
Yes, dude.
Dude,
yeah.
Apple and gaming in the same sentence doesn't happen.
Dude, what's that meme? It's like the Apple, like the Mac versus the PC, and it's like, oh, it's super cool. It's Justyn, whatever his name is, and it's like the PC.
Justyn Gomez.
And he looks like what is it, Joe Truglio from Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever his name is, right? And he's like, oh shit, like I'm not as cool as you are because you're a Mac. And he's like, oh, what games are you playing? And he's like, oh, just all of them. That's
I like the insanity that's going on in the background.
No, that's great. No, you're making a good point. Keep going.
So apparently, Apple is working on a $5,000 gaming Mac.
Yo, so are you guys Apple shills, or are you in the Apple life?
I don't know, because when we were on their show, before they went live, we spent like fucking 20 minutes shitting on Mac. He just said there, God damn, Mac PCs are the fucking worst, and I fucking hate my Mac.
Hate them.
Did I ever buy this thing?
You know why he said
that's why people buy Macs is to complain about them. It's not because they're stuck and they have to complain.
So I don't know that these guys are really Mac shills. Are you Mac shills?
That's all I use, dude. That's all I use because
I don't have a bird in this flight, brother. But I know Justin sucks the dick of Microsoft. You know what I mean? He's still playing Jigsaw Puzzle.
Yeah.
But I do know that he fucking complains about it. So Reed, I feel like you might have tapped into something.
To play a game?
I guess.
I don't even know what games are. And Matt's also streaming our stream specifically.
No, he's not. He has a fucking
bitch.
still.
It's just a still of our stream. So, Mac. Okay, so I went to school specifically for audio engineering, so I learned all that on Mac. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just stick with this goddamn platform, Bobby.
Cue excuses.
So that's.
I remember.
Honestly, real talk, that makes sense because Apple has never been a gaming brand, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
They fucked with it back in the heyday, but they realized the money is not with the gamers, but with the cool kids.
Gen
If
pop.
you make Macs cool, because gaming wasn't cool. And so they made Macs cool, so everyone bought Macs.
And I'm
Reed, you're talking out of your ass.
I'm cool as hell, dude.
I am an ass.
I am so cool. I mean, just look at me, dude. I got a ponytail. Look how cool I am, right? So, like, I'm gonna use Mac. If I use PC, people will be like, "Oh my god, he's retarded." But no, dude. Look how cool I am. So, like, because of the experience that I have and like the education I've received, Mac all the way. But at the same time, when I hear about a $5,000 gaming Mac, it completely destroys the purpose of having a gaming device, period, because I could just go out and buy a $200 PS4 Pro, right? Or I can go out and buy a $400 PS5.
PC gaming, like, I mean, you could spend $1,500 on a PC gaming and get top of the fucking line.
Top of the line rig, right?
Like fucking ready to fucking drop trout and fuck your mom graphics.
Okay.
I don't like those Mac computers. If you look at the hardware, but that like the same hardware in that computer in a PC that's running Windows is like $1,500 to $2,000. You're paying $3,000 extra just for the Mac OS.
Hashtag Apple tax.
We're going to support the Mac OS.
That was my question.
Yeah, Mac OS has to actually make some huge fucking changes for developers to actually make it worth their time to develop for their operating system.
It's insane.
It's the same thing as phones. It's not user friendly.
Yeah.
The reason you don't see a lot of Macs in gaming is not necessarily because Macs are incapable of it, but because there's so much effort the developers have to go through to make a game for Mac.
Dude,
it's not
like
developer friendly.
It's like
user friendly. It's not developer friendly.
It's like the PS3, right? Like they had like that cell architecture or whatever, and like it's like developers are like, this shit makes no sense. Every other platform out there can use whatever platform that we've been using this entire time to develop games. But if I want to develop a game for the PlayStation 3, I have to use this cell architecture that makes no sense at all. That's exactly what Mac OS is. But for some reason, I'm gravitated towards this shit. I'm locked in the ecosystem. Help me, Reed. Help me.
Hypothetical situation. Say I spend $5,000 and I build my own PC and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What's the?
They're laughing at you at the amount.
What's
They're laughing at the amount.
What's the Mac equivalent?
Reed was thinking the same thing I was.
I wish I had $5,000 to spend on a PC, but anyway, continue.
We're rich because we're a big podcast.
Yeah.
So you're gonna spend $5,000 on a PC.
We spent $5,000 on this sign.
It's a business expense for the podcast.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah, dude, just look at it.
Probably what you do is you just spend $4,000 on a PC and then $1,000 on a VR setup.
Damn.
Oh, look at you, Reed. In the future.
No, that's what I do. Because, I mean, after a certain point, you get diminishing returns. I mean, after you get like 280 Ti's and you bridge them with 60 gigs of RAM, a decent motherboard, the rest you're going to be spending on RGB lighting.
You know what you guys are forgetting, though?
It's all, yeah.
You know what all you guys always forget? A decent sound setup.
Yeah, idiot.
The sound setup.
Why do you need a decent sound setup when you buy a good pair of headphones?
Reed, can I just say?
Oh shit, razors.
Can I just say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? I just wanted to be able to say something.
I'm gonna hit you.
I'm gonna hit you with the opposite. I think a good sound setup is important.
Thank you.
Application.
Right, so your sound card can almost catch on fire inside your computer every other week.
My sound card didn't catch on fire. My sound card.
You know what? In a survival situation, a fire is a good thing.
Matt,
in your computer, you fuck it up.
Matt, when has that ever happened?
Export your sound out to a fucking actual. If you actually care about your sound, you'll export it out to an actual receiver.
An interface,
and then you
yeah.
do it from there.
You put it to an
Jeremy.
Matt, you idiot.
None of this.
When has that
third-right
ever happened?
Nazi bullshit. I'm sick of it.
We made him raise his voice. That's never happened on the podcast before.
Oh my god! All right, we gotta hit.
We have one last thing. Can we do it, Jeremy? Please.
Yeah. Oh, do it.
We have a special gift to the Idiosyncratic Podcast. It's been one of our favorite memes.
No way.
This. It's a game that we're extremely excited about. That we were told was going to come out in December, but they lied to us. It still hasn't come out yet, but we're so excited for it.
I'm gonna
Jeremy,
cry
you
right
wanna
now.
roll the footage.
Yep, it is going on screen right now.
So please put on the podcast, crank that audio.
Crank that soldier boy.
Umberjack's Dynasty? What is this?
Damn it, Reed.
It's so good. Just listen. Just take it in.
They hired porn
I'm
actors
taking it in.
for the
All right.
voiceover.
Okay.
All right. What?
I have no audio.
There's wood going up a ramp. Okay.
If you can't hear the audio, it's not worth watching.
I can't hear the audio. Where's the audio?
No, you got the audio.
Jeremy,
Oh,
you run a
Can
AAA
you pipe in the
podcast.
audio, Jeremy?
yeah, it's running. It's picking it up on my end.
Let's try
No,
this.
I mean to them.
Oh, to them, no, I can't pipe it.
No, you guys have to like turn the volume on the stream. That you're
It is on.
No, can't hear nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing we all. It's
I just see wood. It's getting sliced.
Select the best timber.
Dude,
Oh, there we go.
It sounds
Okay,
like
we got
fucking-
audio.
we got audio now.
It sounds like
Dude, you have
Lieutenant
to-
fucking
it
Price
sounds
or
like
Captain
fucking,
Price. It sounds like after he retires, after
They've got audio now.
All right, Jeremy, do me a favor, dude. Go ahead and
You wanna watch
replay it. Replay it. Y'all shut the hell up
All right,
and
all right, we're gonna watch it
let us
again.
watch it. Okay.
Listen, this is the thing. While you're watching this, really listen to not just like the sounds, but listen to what he's saying.
I'm stoked.
Because
Do I
it is
masturbate or
amazing.
no?
Yes, you do want to masturbate.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good thing we're wearing sweatpants.
Yes, you do want to masturbate.
Play
We're
it.
both wearing sweatpants.
Good thing we're wearing sweatpants.
Yes, you do want to masturbate.
Play it.
Both wearing sweatpants.
I live by a lake, surrounded by trees, and the best of nature has to offer. Because I make my living as a lumberjack.
It's a fulfilling one.
It's a fulfilling one.
It's a fulfilling
I
one.
do have a mill of heavy plant machinery to assist in my labor. Although sometimes my family has to help with the workload. My mill has the biggest saws to chop the trees into manageable lengths, which have to be stacked and loaded onto lorries,
Stacked.
ready for sales. We only select the best timber, as this forest is a precious commodity.
Dude, I know who that voice actor is.
My mill has the biggest sauce.
See what I mean? He sounds like Lieutenant fucking Price.
He sure does. Oh my god.
I don't know what this game is, but I want it so bad.
Okay, so
We're gonna do.
how much is that game so we can buy it and we can play? Can I play it on my Mac?
Can
We've
we?
been waiting. It's not fucking out yet.
Can we have a LAN party?
Let's get our lumberjack.
Steam recommended like 2 months ago.
Let's get our lumberjack dynasty watch here. I'm pulling up Steam right now.
Okay.
Dude, if you put that on your computer, you'll get a virus.
Are you sure?
Oh come on.
Which one? AIDS.
I think I played
Lumberjack
Armadillo.
Dynasty, still not out. Let's see.
No, the one where it makes all the like voiceover stuff that comes out of your computer sound exactly like him.
Dude,
They've got,
I do. I
they've got a
swear I know
monthly-
who that is.
monthly update. They still don't have a slated release date. Looks like you cannot play it on Mac. It'll come to Windows 7, 8, and 10.
I just remember
They
this
tried,
because
but it
it
killed
was
them.
on like it was on the release schedule back in December, and we were like,
It wasn't
all
just
right, we
on the
have to
release
look this
schedule.
up.
No,
It
it
was
wasn't
like-
just. It wasn't just on the release schedule. They had a fucking E3 trailer for this game.
Please tell me it was that trailer
It was that trailer.
with Timothy Oliphant from Justified with a British accent narrating the entire trailer.
Sometimes my family has to help.
Subjects E3. How? You're asking the same fucking question I'm asking.
Dude, E3 is
How the fuck did this happen?
I
that's
only
fan-
choose the best timber.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my
Alright,
god.
Well, it's because Sony decided not to go to E3, so they had to fill it with lumberjack.
All right, let's talk about the releases for this week and the release this week.
Let's do it.
This week, Dawn of Fear came out on PS4 on February 3rd. The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics came out on PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch.
There's a game for that shit.
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
Badass.
Right?
Dude, Dark Crystal's having a comeback. Like, I think they're making.
I haven't seen the Netflix. Is it good?
They made the Netflix series I need to watch.
I heard it's
haven't-
damn
haven't,
good.
but I heard it was good. But
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's, apparently
I'm a fucking
Well,
boomer.
I don't know if it's awesome, but it sounds awesome. It
No,
looks
people say
awesome.
good
Puppets.
Yeah, it's puppets.
Yep.
Hell
It's-
yeah.
It's the Tim Henson guy too, but or whatever the fuck the Henson guy is.
Ted Danson.
No, but
They resurrected his dead corpse.
It's
Anyways,
Chris
I'm-
Hansen
It's
playing
really
the main
Dark Crystal.
character.
I'm a fucking boomer, so I remember the original Dark Crystal and I remember being like,
Yeah, dude, I watched the original Dark Crystal. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're not, I don't think you're a boomer. I just think if you don't know what the Dark Crystal is, you're a fucking zoomer.
He's also 48.
Born in
So
like 1940 something to be a boomer.
48,
he's-
brother.
He's 48 years old.
Matt's
So.
still offended that we call him boomers.
I'm 48, brother.
I mean, look at him.
Matt, but here's the thing: is Matt's not a boomer. He's X Generation X, right?
Yeah, but it's fun to call him a boomer.
Yeah,
Same
that's why I
shit.
have such bad problems with authority.
Same shit though.
Matt, last time you came on, you were like making fun of us for being like little spring chickens. How old are you again?
23.
That's right, he did. You quick
He's 23.
chickens.
No, because
What was the
I
depression
remember
like,
I remember you're like, how old are you guys? And we're like 29, and you're like, okay, well your opinion means
57.
nothing.
I'm 57.
Okay, well you look great. Are you Asian?
I get the T-cell
He's
injection.
Asian.
Nice. He's got the coronavirus.
And
And Lyme
It
disease.
lowers your
Lyme
age
disease,
and
you
your
don't live
life
it.
expectancy.
And Lyme disease.
Yes.
You want to know how old I am? I've been taking Viagra for 10 years. Do the math.
Yeah, I mean, you should have been on Cialis. Am I right?
Dude, I'm getting to that line, man. I need some help.
Better for your liver.
Life is Strange 2 Collector's Edition came out on PC, PS4, Xbox in the US on the 4th. Monster Energy Supercross 3 came
Yeah.
out on PC, PS4, Xbox, Switch, and motherfucking Stadia.
See, I don't like Monster Energy drinks, so I can't play that game.
Dude, I drink way too many monsters. I'm
If it was
turning
the Red
into a
Bull-
boomer because of that.
Well, don't
Here's
worry
the
about
Red
their drinks.
Bull.
They've got a jam for
I
it.
did.
They've got like instead of peanut butter, they got Monster Jam, Steel
Only
Titans.
people
I
in
don't
Texas
think- no,
drink
that's
Monster
not-
Energy drinks.
That's
So they're
true.
not better.
Look at the next entry, Jeremy. Monster Jam, Steel
Monster
Titans.
Jam, Steel Titans came out on the Switch on the 4th. Sims 4 Tiny Living Stuff Pack.
Get that out of my face, bro.
Xbox on the 4th. Zombie Army 4
That's better.
came out on PC, PS4, Xbox on the 4th. Did we ever confirm as whether or not Zombie Army like a continuation of the Sniper Elite spin-off series? We
Don't
didn't-
know, don't care.
Okay, fair enough. Seventh Sector came out on PS4, Xbox, and Switch on the 5th. Ghosts and DJs came out on PC on the 6th.
What?
Is that made by Modest Mouse?
That's
A Modest Mouse. A Dead
you
Mouse.
fucking fucked that up, Reed.
Wait.
You fucking dumb shit.
You
Hey.
dumb shit.
Absolute waste of human space. You mixed Modest Mouse and fucking Dead Mouse. Go fucking kill yourself.
Yeah,
God
fucking
damn.
Reed. You don't know the
Don't feel
difference
bad,
between
Reed.
Modest
Reed,
Mouse and Dead
Don't feel
Mouse
bad. I
5.
thought it was Death Cab for Cutie. So
Death Cab for Cutie Mouse. Reed, you stupid dumb bitch. You idiot. What? Were you ever even born, or were you some sort of unborn demon or some type of
Reed,
shit?
what the fuck,
Reed,
Reed?
do you not have a brain, you stupid idiot? Did it leak out of your ears in first grade?
Pull your face back up so I can be angry at it.
Yeah.
you guys sound like Germans.
So yeah.
Good. Reed's gone. Thank God. Jeremy, go ahead, buddy.
All right.
Go ahead. We don't have to worry about him clogging up the airwaves now with his stupid idiot brain.
Back
Reed,
on.
you've been taking a lot of abuse this podcast. How you doing over there, buddy?
Back on topic.
That's
Dead
okay,
Mal
he fucking
5
pays
is
it out all the time.
Jesus.
I have to get flack from him every fucking show. He can take one.
Why is he back? Why is he there?
Jeremy. While Reed is crying,
his
do we have
tears are never
chats?
gonna wipe away because they're gonna be stuck in his mustache.
I think we have chats. You're not even French, Reed.
Yeah.
Do we have
Je ne
chats?
sais pas. Je ne t'aime le
Oh, okay.
Je ne sais
Sound
quoi.
like Russian.
Je ne sais quoi.
Next
No, that's
is,
not Russian. Oh my god.
He can stay.
Je m'appelle Alex.
Next,
Me
next
baguette.
up is Knights and Bikes came out of the Switch on the 6th. War Groove Double Trouble DLC came out of PC, Xbox, and Switch on the 6th. The Turing Test came out on the Switch on the 7th.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah, the Turing Test.
wait, what?
The-
Prove you're still human.
snitch.
I'm sorry, in quotes, the Turing Test came out on the Switch, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yep.
Can we play a trailer? Can we do that?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's check it out.
Thanks,
Sorry,
buddy.
I don't want to like.
Are you guys sure it's not called the Turing Snitch?
Oh, get him.
Oh, look at you, Matt.
Is it Harry Potter?
Did
Here we
Reed
go.
make
That
it?
trailer. It's about a minute long.
Harry
Let's have a
Potter. I hardly know her.
Get his ass, dude.
Wait, who's pulling up the trailer?
No,
Is it-
that's
is anybody?
Reed's line.
look. I got it. I'm pulling it up right now.
Probably Jeremy. Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Rated. What does that stand for? I don't even fucking know.
RP for rating pending and rating mature penis.
Jeremy.
I thought it was for rape people.
Rating mature.
Jeremy. Thanks, Flapjack.
For rape people. To fucking lie.
Turned its eyes to your robot.
Look at that model stretch. Look at that model
Is this made by Blizzard?
We were those intrepid few.
Damn,
is
she
this
looked
made by
made by
Blizzard?
Bethesda.
She looked good.
The case of
Looks like it's made by
I
Bethesda.
hope that's a
she. Is this a trap?
We were sent.
Yeah, it might be a trap.
If it's
hope
not,
that's a she.
he
Is
looked
this a
good.
trap?
Yeah, it might be a
You
trap.
guys still never told me what a trap is.
He looked good.
Oh,
Okay, I'll tell you when you're
You
older.
guys still never told me what a trap
It's a
is.
chick
Yeah,
with a dick.
it's the Sarlacc pit.
It's a Sarlacc pick of humans.
It's like a hobo with spikes.
Oh
Actually,
my
I'm
god, those fucking Mass Effect
Those
Andromeda eyes, gross.
Is that a man or a woman? I don't know.
Oh
doesn't
my
work.
Can we run that back
god,
in
dude.
I need some fucking NCIS.
Hey, it's coming August
analysis.
2016, by the way.
Flapjack, that's a trap.
It's coming August 2016. That's a trap.
Осторожно, это ловушка.
Da.
All right,
What's
so
that?
there's that. That game came out on the Switch.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck it is, and I don't really want to fucking play it.
I don't know, don't want.
You really want to play that game?
Having
Why?
watched the
It was
trailer,
a
I
person
still don't know what it
walking down
means.
a hallway.
I
They
said I
did
don't.
nothing. It's like looking at a fucking Silent Hill room with nothing in it.
You just sold me on this, Matt. You just said it's like Silent Hill. You just sold me on it. You fucking played yourself, you dumb fuck.
You know what, Jeremy?
Yeah, Matt, you stupid
Later
bitch.
on,
Get him.
when I'm punishing myself, I'm gonna be thinking about that.
You
You
mean
know,
Oh,
like you
later on when you're
flagellate
dead
yourself,
because you're old?
like the guy from fucking like Demons and Angels.
Yes.
All right, boys, we're running out of time here. Let's
Yeah,
wrap this
next
shit up.
week,
Dude,
next
Reed.
week, Metro
Look at
Exodus
Reed.
Sam Story DLC comes out on PC, PS4, Xbox, and Stadia on the 11th. Yakuza 5, the Yakuza Remastered Collection, comes out on PS4 on the 11th.
Nani?
The Yakuza Remastered Collection Day 1 Edition also comes out on PS4 on the 11th.
Nanda.
The Necronator, Dead Wrong, comes out on the 13th. Best Friends Forever comes out
Like
on
this
PC,
podcast.
it comes out on PC and Switch on the 14th. Matt's favorite game, Darksiders Genesis, comes out on PS4, Xbox, and Switch on the 14th.
Damn it!
Whoa.
Dream
Where's the most
excited he's ever been.
comes out on PS4 on the 14th. And DualShock 4 back button attached. Reed, is this your fake thing?
Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh,
Oh,
damn it.
this is a real thing?
Yeah.
The DualShock 4 back button attachment comes out for the PS4.
Damn it! I need to remember to do that
on the 14th.
Like I need a whole bunch of extra cheats while I'm playing
Hey.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 17, dude. I don't need a bunch of 7-year-olds still whooping my ass because they have an additional back button attachment.
Last one is Street Fighter V Champion Edition. Comes out on PC, PS, and PS4 on the 15th.
That's
all right.
We're way over to this week, but this week was fucking full. Dude, this is a packed week. This is a good ass week.
That's how we do it.
I've had a good time.
I mean, the news sucked, but I mean the company was great.
Was that?
was great.
I
We
cannot
had some great
believe you
conversations.
fucking brought up Darksiders, Jeremy.
Was that our fault? Did we
As
ruin your
always,
show?
you can find the Not Important Gaming
Oh, no,
podcast
I'm
on
not
YouTube at hashtag not important. Actually, somebody was trying to look us up, and then we don't have the same name on YouTube as we do on Twitch, and it confused the fuck out of them.
Yes, you don't have 100
All I
subs
did was
yet.
find Flapjack's videos. Yo, shut up, Flapjack.
Yeah, flag jab.
Flapjack.
Our Twitter is at Gaming Important. You can find us on YouTube at Not Important Gaming. You can find us on Twitch at NIG Podcast. We do our shows live at 8:30 Central Time. That's 6:30 Pacific Time. Do we? Am I forgetting anything other than giveaways?
No, that's great.
Yeah. All right. Big shout out to Idiotsyncratic. Why don't you guys let the people know about you?
Yes, sir. We are Idiotsyncratic. We are a comedy podcast, which is exclusively explicit. So if you are offended easily, you probably shouldn't listen to us because we have a lot of stories about shit and dicks and more shit. And more dicks. So if you like us, it's twitch.tv/Idiotsyncratic Podcast. We're also at idiotsyncratic.show, which is the website where you can find everything that we happen to do, including the fire-ass Instagram feed. All the episodes, you can donate money to us at patreon.com/Idiotsyncratic. Go ahead and just type in Idiotsyncratic in Google. And when it asks you, hey, wait a minute, do you mean idiosyncratic? No, idiot.
No.
Yeah, you stupid idiot.
Search instead.
That word that has existed for 1,700 years? No, not that one. The one that has existed for 3 years. That's the word. That's the word you're searching for. That's how you find us. That's how you can find us.
So yeah, thanks for having us again, guys. Sorry if we were a little too drunk and belligerent.
Thanks for coming on, Matt.
I wish we could have you guys fucking every week.
Hell yeah, Matt.
This week was fucking entertaining as fuck.
Thanks, buddy.
Who do you have on the phone there?
He's got the President of the United States in the year 1968.
I think he's got the Golden Girl herself.
He's got the Golden Girl herself on the phone right now with his old-fashioned rotary-ass, red-ass phone.
Hey, wait. Can I say an unpopular opinion?
Yes,
I don't
please.
even like Matt's hats.
Oh!
Whoa!
Look at his eyes. Look, he's listening. He's listening. Look at him. Look at his eyes, dude. He heard
hate speech on the podcast.
Yes, finally.
No.
Oh no,
Dude, you can say whatever you want about races and religions. Just don't talk about Matt's hat.
Don't talk about Matt's hat like that.
At least we know he's listening. You see his eyes?
You see his eyes.
It's not as bad as last week when I suffocated a cat.
Good. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Well, that.
I heard of choking the pussy, but this is ridiculous.
This is a little.
I haven't heard of choking the pussy.
No, that's not fucking never mind. All right, can we end this shit?
Yeah.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful night, my dude.
Mwah.